raviolis for Randy. Raviolis for Randy. Mac and me, Munchie and Mandy. Raviolis for Randy. Raviolis for Randy tonight.
Filmed in glorious marinara vision and ripped from the pages of the Pastanomicon and back from the mozzarella meetup with
I'm
Joey.
back, baby. I'm back. I feel
Raviolis
terrible.
for Randy.
I missed the massacre last night. What are you going to do? The cheese has to be made. The cheese has to be distributed. They needed a little bit of leadership there, but I am back in full force. I'm running high on Red Bull tonight. Come on. What's the topic, buddy? We got a big deal tonight.
Yep, today's topic. You're a little low, Joey.
I'm a little low.
A little bit.
Hello.
It might just be me, though.
I'll get loud. You need me to get loud?
Yeah, get loud.
All right, I'll get
me
loud.
To get nuts? Come on.
Don't threaten me with a good time.
Little 89 Batman for you folks.
Oh, that's on the list for this weekend, by the way.
89 Batman?
Yeah, I got to show it to the kids.
I don't know what is going on. It might be me. The kids were messing with my microphone, as kids would.
As they do.
How's it sounding, audience? Give them a second. But yeah, so this week's episode is action figure fight, I called it, because what do you do with action figures? You fight them, right?
They don't do community service.
That's for sure. That is for sure.
Now, we had a very interesting... Now, folks, we don't talk about our lists.
Nope.
We don't even really talk about theme. For example, if we go back in time a little bit like sci-fi, I said, Brian, what are you doing here, sci-fi? He goes, nope, sci-fi, that's it. But tonight, in between, it's the action figure, not the action figure line. Nope. Is that correct, Lord of Neon?
Yep, it's the specific toy itself.
Not the line, not its cousins or brothers or sisters. It's the figure.
Nope, just the figure specifically. We'll get into lines eventually because I know like every edition RPG, those guys were supposed to jump on this, but with like scheduling and stuff, they just couldn't make it today. So they want to talk Motu. So I figured I would save toy lines for another time. Let's hit on the best part of the toy is the action figure, as far as I'm concerned. I mean, we grew up in the era of the action figure.
The golden age.
Oh, absolutely.
Of action figures. I'll fight to the death on that one.
Oh.
The golden age of action figures.
I agree with you. Okay, everyone's saying you're good. I agree wholeheartedly. So, like, you know, we talk about comic books, right? Like, golden age of comics, like Bronze Age, Silver Age, and stuff. So theoretically, you would think that, like, the dawn of the action figure would be the golden age, but it's like the Stone Age.
So we go back, if we're going to talk the beginning of the action figure.
Yeah, it's a little history lesson.
1964, the release of Hasbro's G.I. Joe.
What about Big Jim? Wasn't that one too?
Big Jim came in the 70s.
Oh, okay. All right.
So let me give you a quick history for those, the uninitiated. 1964 was when the male action figure, when it went from being a doll to an action figure, really hit the center stage with Hasbro's release of G.I. Joe, America's Movable Action Man. You had G.I. Joe, you had the action soldier, action sailor, action pilot, and action marine. Now, before that, Marx kind of cornered the market with the plastic soldiers, plastic cowboys, Native Americans, kind of said the big sets, you know, like Fort Ticonderoga, all that great stuff. They did release some larger plastic action figures that were knights and cowboys, but when G.I. Joe hit, everything changed after that. G.I. Joe was the action figure. You had a couple of knockoffs, but nobody even talks about those anymore. You get into the Vietnam War, and people are starting to protest war toys. Mm-hmm. You know, there was a lot of toy guns out there, awesome ones, by the way. So parent groups and you know, just agencies in general are saying, all right, you guys got to cut this out. That's when G.I. Joe became the action adventurer. That's when they got the beards and the fuzzy heads, and they were doing stuff other than war. They were doing like spy stuff and rescue stuff and archaeology. Big Jim jumps on board around that time from Mattel, doing the same thing around the same time as Colonel Steve Austin, the $6 million man. We're still talking 12-inch, all right?
Right.
You go through the 70s, the OPEC oil embargo hits. The prices of petroleum go through the roof. There's a gas shortage across the nation, and the action figure industry takes a hit. They said, we can't make money anymore with the toys this big. G.I. Joe becomes 8-inch, all right? And then, boom, you got Star Wars. There's a whole story behind the license. I'm sorry. Then you got Mego. You got Mego. Mego hits the scene. That's your first superhero action figures. They're mostly 8-inch. You got some 12-inch and you got some 3 3/4-inch. But 3 3/4-inch really took off with Star Wars. The original Star Wars were based on the Adventure People. That line of figures that we'll get into a little bit later. They were molded around that. Those were 3 3/4-inch. And then after Star Wars, you got, then you get into the 3 3/4-inch, the resurgence of G.I. Joe, a real American hero, while at the same time interspersed with stuff like Black Star in the early 80s, Power Lords, and Motu, Masters of the Universe, which ushers in the age of the 5-inch action figure. Then you get into you get into Superpowers, Secret Wars, boom, even bigger than the Mego stuff. And then comes the age of Playmates. And that's your bread and butter right there.
I'm going to be all about that.
That's it. We carry on into the 90s. Then we get into some weird stuff. We get into the Todd McFarlane of the Spawn figures, where you're getting more into the sculpture end of things. And then, the rest is history. That's just a brief history of the action figure. I really consider 1964 the birth of the action figure. Like I said, there was some before, but that's when it really was solidified as a thing in American popular culture. Good night, everybody.
Yeah. So that was impressive. Very impressive. I was just reading chat real quick. It says, hey guys, it's Zach. Want to stop and say, what's up? What's up, Zach? The Godfather, Papa Shango, is going to be at the local restaurant for signings. I'm going to try to get a picture of him holding the Neon Lords Collector's Edition.
Oh, yes, indeed. Papa Shango, one of my favorites. I hear he's a really nice guy, too.
Oh, yeah.
Hyper Sigel's in the gym. Roman One Day is in the gym.
Yep.
Venus Boys 3's in the gym. Our regular friends.
All the friends have shown up for one
Cool
of the...
Kids Club.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. The coolest of kids club. We need to get membership cards.
Oh, that's a great idea.
I've trust me. I've been working on it.
You should see my Google search history lately for swag.
Oh, I can't wait.
It's insane.
So, actually, what's funny? I wanted to show you this real quick. This is really about nothing. Found this at Walmart. It's just like a gross
Oh, really?
Yeah, for like $1 something. So
A nice old rack toy.
Yeah. Isn't that cool?
I appreciate that section. They got that section, right?
Yep.
It's like that in between, between the dolls and the action figures. They used to have. This reminds me. You ever hear of Zombies with 2 Z's on the end?
No, I'd have to see it. I think
When LV was little, I always go to the rack toy section of Walmart because I got a deep affinity for that.
Yeah.
And they had these things called zombies. They were little green zombies, and each one of them had a different thing going on. Like one of them, you could take off its head, and its brain was a stamp. Or the other one had like a Super Bowl brain or something like that. There was like surfers, Vikings, cheerleaders. The cheerleader, I think you could take off half of her body and you saw her skeleton and guts on the inside. One of those forgotten classics. Never hit the ground. Would have been big in the 80s.
Oh, absolutely.
The action figure market, I'll tell you, it's got to be tough right now to be an independent. Because this is the cool thing. Yes, the 80s were the time of branding. But there was just I don't know. Right now, you go to Target, and it's mostly either remakes of the stuff we had.
Yeah.
Wrestlers.
Yeah.
And Marvel. I mean, it's just boom, 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 boom. And the Marvel stuff's not bad, but there's no in between there. There's a couple of things like, what do you got? Those things you showed me, like the little monster guys.
Yeah, millions of men or something.
Yeah, like little tchotchke kind of stuff.
Yeah.
And I love that stuff. and that stuff keeps on coming out. But you don't have any of that like kind of sidewinder, almost bootleg kind of stuff, and I miss that.
Yeah, you really don't have a toy line that's a toy line.
Yeah. That's a good way to put it.
Yeah. If you watched yesterday, I can't read and I can't speak, so.
Well, our minds are filled with so much.
Yeah, that's a good excuse, for sure.
Very good.
All right, so let's get right into the honorable mentions.
Yeah. All right. May I start?
Absolutely. It's a kids show, Neon Lord.
This is something very rare from the Crypt of Cool.
I love it.
All right?
I love it already.
This is an action figure, very, very rare. I don't know if anybody has ever heard of Dr. Weirdo.
Did you make that?
Has anybody? No, this is real. This was a big hit in Oklahoma in 1982.
That's got to be worth like a lot of money.
Dr. Weirdo.
A lot of quarters.
He was also part of the series.
Let me see the back.
Oh, the back. It's it's one of those cheap knockoffs. They didn't have the money. They didn't have the money for the back. Here's another one. Remember this guy? Everybody used to love this. This was a big hit at birthday parties when I was a kid. You remember Basement Bill?
These can't be real.
You don't remember these?
No.
Basement Bill, Dr. Weirdo. Who we got? Oh yeah, this was oh man. This was a good one. If you like Zorro and something. Remember Ghost Town Jim?
No.
Look at that mustache. Look at Ghost Town Jim in his buckskin. Look at the belt buckle. He's got boots and everything. Ghost Town Jim, he was a hit. Here was one for fans of Star Trek and Star Wars. This was hot on the shelves. This one was Outer Space Man.
You made these.
I don't know what you're talking about. I got these are very rare collectibles from Toys R Us. This was a nice one. This one was the second series. This only came out in Europe. This is the Creep from the Deep.
Oh yes, I love it.
See him?
Yeah.
Yeah, he glows. The Creep from the Deep. The backgrounds look very similar to Scooby-Doo art. Here's a very scary one, only released in Japan. This was deemed too frightening for children. This is Blood Man.
Oh, that's awesome.
See the fangs of Blood Man?
Yeah.
He's got the cemetery. Look, yeah. You don't want to see that guy in a dark night. What else we got? Who else we got? Oh, this to cash in on the Teen Wolf craze. Here's Teenage Wolfman.
Oh, that's sick.
He got his varsity jacket. He's got some hairy palms, motorcycle boots, and dungarees. Who else we got? Oh, well, this is a classic right here. This is a classic. The Man-Made Man.
all right. You might have fooled everybody else. Basement Jim got me though, because it's like a guy in a ski mask.
Oh, somebody said no hat on Ghost Town Jim. It couldn't fit inside the Q-tip box. See that? These are Q-tip boxes.
Oh, that's so smart.
I'm still cleaning. I'm cleaning my ears for years. So that's those were very special toys. These were made by highly sought after company, Get Haunted Industries. That's my first honorable mention. I know we're not doing toy lines, but you can't really.
That's incredible.
Those. Yeah.
I only said
thank you for humoring me.
The only reason, because I know we talked about you making Migos. That's the only reason I brought up. They look awesome. It wasn't a slight against their quality.
Oh no.
Incredible. And just that off-kilter, weird, like not real, names.
You get it.
Yeah,
you get it.
totally.
I mean, you're the market I was going for. The people that understand that.
Yeah, but how do we get some? Like, how do we get those?
Oh, you got to send a self-addressed stamp envelope to Get Haunted Industries, and you got to send me some Ecto Cooler proofs of purchase, and you'll be all set.
Yeah, don't tempt me. I'll hunt some
You got him probably. Got an envelope.
Probably.
First honorable mention from the Neon Lord. What do you got?
Well, in honor of yesterday and the upcoming street sewer sharks, we're gonna go with street sharks.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, well, I shouldn't say. Well, Big Slamoo is my specific because he's my favorite street shark. we were talking a little bit,
Killer
but we had to
whale,
stop
right?
ourselves.
He's the
Yeah,
killer
he's
whale?
the killer whale.
Yeah.
The big one. I never got any. I never owned a single one as a kid, and I think they're a little sought after right now. So I think
Maroon. I looked them up on eBay yesterday.
Yeah.
Ridiculous. You gotta live in Silicon Valley to get one of those.
Yeah. So they're like a local find. Like you find one.
Yeah.
And you pick it up and you enjoy it. But yeah, I never got them. What year did we determine that they came out? Did we ever look it up?
Is it? I'm going to venture at 91 or 92.
So, well, the show aired 94 to 97.
Oh, I'm off my mark.
So we were too old.
Well, you would think so, right?
Yeah.
I was still. I remember when I got my license when I was 16, Mr. Cool Man. One of my first trips, I went and I got a flat top from the barbershop.
Awesome.
And then I went to Toys R Us the day after. That was my second trip. And I remember I was buying the sideshow Little Big Head Universal Monsters.
Yeah,
I was still buying toys.
Yeah, I was too. Like Spawn.
Not as a collector. I was still buying action figures.
Well, yeah, I know. I was buying. Yeah. I bought all the Todd McFarlane.
Yeah.
All the Todd McFarlane, the medieval spawns, manga spawn. I think they called it like the weird Japanese ones.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
The Spawn movie ones, and then Sailor Moon dolls we were really buying because Sailor Moon was big in the 90s.
Yeah.
So I mean, and then like Cosmic Spider-Man, we were talking about like the 10 inches.
Yeah.
So like, yeah, I mean, I was buying action figures too, but like there was that. I mean, let's see, what year did we say? So let me do some math here. So I was 12 when the show first came out. So that's like that denial stage, right? To where you're like, I'm too old for toys, but then like obviously the chicken comes home to roost, Joey.
It certainly does. And I'll tell you what, I have a very distinct memory about the Sharks.
Yeah.
I remember we were talking briefly before. I remember they were not in the regular, at my Toys R Us at least, this was a Toys R Us find. They were not in the normal action figure aisle. They were like somewhere in between. It was almost like a Matchbox / remember Record Breakers? Hasbro's Record Breakers World of Speed?
No.
Oh, we got to talk about that sometime. They were mini 4-wheel drive race cars
I think if I saw
with engines that would go around the track. And Lord Randy himself, Randy Poffo, the Macho Man, hosted a show where kids would race these things in giant tracks in American malls, and he was the host. Anyways, I digress.
I gotta find video of that.
So they were in the weird aisle, and I remember looking at him, and I looked at him, and I was mad at myself. I said, I know I'm not going to buy it, and I know I'm going to kick myself. It had the packaging was beautiful. It was like a mini Boglins box, right?
Yeah,
they were like
in
a case, great graphic design on the boxes, and they were just cool big figures.
Yep.
I liked them. I liked the way they looked. I just don't know. I think I was just a little bit older at that time, and I was like, I think I was like buying. I was probably buying Micro Machine, those Star Wars sets back then, where it was like Yoda's head or something like that. You'd open it up and it would be like the Mighty Max. I was buying Mighty Max then too.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah, like here's an eBay Turbo Jab for 28 in package.
Really? Yeah. That's a steal.
Yeah.
Well, after this show, all the millions of viewers are going to go to eBay, and they're just going to go right through the roof right now.
Here's a Moby Lick for 300 in the package.
Some are definitely worth a lot more than others.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. But yeah, they definitely had a great packaging. I feel like, when you're in the green shadow of the four masters, like what are you gonna do? Like, I do talk about that a little bit. I touched on it yesterday too. It's just like obviously after the turtles, like the teenage of the mutants and the ninjas, like it just exploded. There's 1,000 different, I think in our Discord, someone listed all of the different comic books that came out after. Yeah, and it's impressive on what actually what the Ninja Turtles inspired when it comes to like Battletoads and Street Sharks and
Bucky O'Hare,
Extreme Dinosaurs.
I think scale had a lot to do with it, Bri.
For
The size of the figures. There was TMNT started an industry standard.
Oh yeah.
You know, that's and remember that started the end of the bell curve of GI Joe, and Playmates had the market cornered with size.
Yeah,
and
I
then
think
you throw something completely out of the blue that it's only compatible. Yeah, you use your imagination stuff, but I remember like I what am I going to play? I'm going to play GI Joe or I'm going to play He-Man. I never played He-Man with GI Joe.
Right. Yeah, I think size has a lot to do with the Street Shark too. I think maybe they're a little too big.
Yeah. I mean, they look awesome on a shelf now. Imagine that.
Absolutely. Yeah, I kick myself that I don't have any, and I never had any, and I talk about them a lot, randomly, weirdly. Oh, and Biker Mice from Mars is another one.
Yeah, that's one I never got into much either. I remember watching the cartoon a couple times, but I think yeah.
Which is funny too, because like we talk about like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle ripoffs, and like you're gonna see like a huge one in my list. That tops
really?
The Turtles.
Wow.
I know.
Really?
Alert. Oh yeah, absolutely.
So, that was the thing too. After Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, you had stuff like Biker Mice from Mars and like Cadillacs and dinosaurs. Like they were wacky with the.
Did they make a Cadillac and dinosaur toy? Did they make?
Yeah,
toys?
they did. I think they did.
Because
yeah.
what? That's a sad story.
Is it?
Like, well, not necessarily sad, just more of a sad of like, what a great concept.
Oh,
Post-apocalyptic.
buried. Yeah. Buried amongst other stuff.
Yeah, buried in the like Turok Dinosaur Hunter.
Yeah.
Like yeah,
sure.
just great IPs that just didn't stand the test. Like great video game, Cadillac and Dinosaurs arcade game is phenomenal. It's one of the best beat 'em ups. The show was awesome. They got like the Cadillac licensing.
Yeah, sure. They weren't
like,
messing around.
No, and it's got that pulp like Alan Quartermain kind of.
Yeah, like Amazing Stories kind of stuff.
Yeah, so like it had all the stuff. It just, I mean, like when the turtle bubble popped, like everybody like suffered.
Yes, absolutely. That was a strange time. We were also growing up at that time too.
Yeah.
So there was a transition not only from the property but to our interests.
Yeah. So with that being said, what's your next honorable mention?
I don't have it with me. It's one of my grails. So I'm only presenting things tonight on my top 6 that I actually own. But the top of my list of things I don't own that I want to get, Decompose from Inhumanoids.
Oh, Inhumanoids. Another line.
And I'll attach that to Herc Armstrong, the Inhumanoids good guy. He was the only protagonist that I owned was Herc Armstrong. Because, of course, if you watch other episodes, you've heard me say it, I love grappling hooks. He was the green guy with the grappling hook. The cool thing about Inhumanoids, particularly Decompose, was the ribs and the guts. That was a nasty toy.
Yeah.
You know, your grandma's not going to buy that. They were expensive. Relative to the other figure lines, they were very expensive. Like not even the big guys; those were wicked expensive and out of most people's price range. But even the other figures, they were like a little bit more than everything else. Once again, a victim of scale.
Yeah. You
have a GI Joe head with a giant body, but I love those things. But Decompose, never had them, always wanted them. You got like a little bird skull on top with the pigtail, the guts in the rib cage, and those commercials. Come on.
Yeah, can't beat them.
Banging on the door. Let me out. I got to get to Toys R Us for those. So that's my runner-up. Don't own them. Love them. We'll see if I can find them someday. I did have not Tendril, who's also awesome. I had Metlar. I remember I got Metlar at a kid's yard sale, and I blew holes in him with my BB gun.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
I had a Batman from the animated series I put in the blender.
Oh.
With the top. And
that's brutal.
Oh, well, he blew out the side and smashed it.
He smashed the blender?
Shattered the glass, yeah.
Oh, my God.
Yeah,
terrible.
Yeah, I got in a lot of trouble for that one. That's another.
How about you? What's your next one?
So I don't know if I can grab it. I got like 1,001 things sitting here. I gotta move.
Oh, you should see the table in front of me right now, Brian. It's a mess.
Hey, you ever seen? Well, this says nothing, but I was just moving it. Wizard of Fries from Burger King.
No, I never have.
Yeah, Wizard of Fries.
I thought I was pretty well versed in the fast food world.
Oh.
Wizard of Fries, huh?
The Burger King Pantheon. You got Sir Shakes and the King. Yeah, Wizard of Fries, like, is a robot that's powered by French fries. But yeah.
I got what is that? Early 80s?
Yeah.
I used to love Burger King Kids Club.
All right. Well, this one's familiar because you mailed it to me. Honorable mention.
Oh man.
Lord Randy
LJN.
himself. Yep.
LJN.
Never had him as a kid. I don't know. I just like it's an inaction figure as far as I'm concerned.
They did enough work. I considered they did enough work for me in when I was a kid. You know, I never had Randy either. Distribution on those things were weird. I remember my friends and I all had the first series.
Yeah, like Hulk and stuff.
And I remember going around to like the 4 or 5 toy stores with my parents looking for the other series, particularly Kamala, back then known as the Ugandan Giant or the Ugandan Headhunter. I really wanted Kamala, and I really wanted Demolition Axe.
Oh, yeah.
Couldn't find those guys anywhere. Never saw them in a store. Never.
Huh.
Never. The only guys I saw in a store, other than the first series, which was Hillbilly Jim, Junkyard Dog, Roddy Piper, Hulk Hogan, Andre, and a couple, and I'm probably missing a couple, but I don't remember even my friends having anybody other than, Superstar Billy Graham, and what's his name? The Nut. Jesse the Body Ventura. Well, like anybody after that, I never remember seeing because now I got a whole series. Oh, and my friend had Paul Orndorff, but any of those other ones I never saw in the stores. I loved them. I dreamt about them.
Yeah, they're interesting for sure. They work better together than one on their own.
Yeah,
because like the bendable, like you could definitely like do like some moves and stuff, but yeah, by themselves, it's all inaction.
Most of the time, you're doing this with each other, or they were used to hit siblings.
Oh, absolutely. That's a nasty weapon right there.
That's heavy. It's like a sock full of quarters.
Yeah, that. He's definitely no slouch. That's for sure.
Yeah.
So, all right. Well, what else? Are you going right to your top 6? You got another? You said you didn't have any honorables.
No, I got it. Oh, okay. Well, this will carry me over into my 6.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
I had this as a kid, so I had some older cousins, and I would get their hand-me-downs. Kenner Alien.
Oh,
big guy.
Wow. That
had him. He had the dome.
Yeah.
He had the
white face.
Yeah, glow in the dark.
Yeah.
Beautiful action figure. Even as a kid, I knew it was special. God knows what happened to him. But leading into my next one, I also had, and this is another grail, probably even more so than Decompose, the $6 Million Man Bionic Bigfoot. Another giant figure, even for the line, played by Andre the Giant, also played by Ted, I think it was Ted Austin, the guy from, it was Lurch, it's the original Lurch.
Right.
But it was awesome. He was like a giant Chewbacca kind of figure, and I actually think they based the Kenner Chewbacca figure off the Bionic Bigfoot. But if you hit him in a certain spot, his chest would blow off. You had a chest panel, and you'd see the robot inside.
Awesome.
So can I jump into my number 6?
Absolutely.
This was before my time, but as soon as I started collecting, around 13, 14, I picked up one of these. This is one of my first vintage buys. And here he is. Colonel Steve Austin, the $6 Million Man, right here. And I'm just going to, in his Bionic Transport, let me take him out a little bit so we can talk about what an amazing action figure. Talk about getting your money's worth out of a toy. All right? Now, you didn't have a lot of figures in this line. You had Steve Austin, you had the Bionic Bigfoot, you had Maskatron, which was awesome. He came with 3 masks. It was a cyborg, blow apart limbs. But even before all that, when you went to the store, you could really own an Oscar Goldman, his agent. But this figure has it all, okay? Now, this one I've kept in very good shape throughout the years. But look, you can look through his eye.
Yeah, what's it look like? I've always wondered.
It's like if you look through a pair of binoculars backwards.
Oh, okay.
All right? And now you give Steve his engine block. That was his accessory. This is version 1. There was 3 versions. This was the original. Each arm did a little something different. The second one was Bionic grip. So there's a button on the back, and you can test his strength. Oh, come on, buddy. You still got it in you, do you? All right. Well, he can't perform in... Oh, wait. I know why. There we go. You got to turn his head. Very intricate toy here. You press the button. Oh, Maron, look at the muscles on this guy. We can rebuild him. We have the technology. Oh, holy cow. What do you think that is? 600 pounds?
Yo, easily.
All right. And then you say, I'm tired. You turn his head. Goes down.
Very cool.
Now, wait. We're not done. Hold on. Look at this. His limbs are removable, and you could buy more limbs for him. They were his mission limbs. But very rare that this is still intact. I don't mess with this too much. He's got a rubber sleeve that can be rolled down, which exposes plastic modules that can be removed and hooked up to different wires and stuff in this little space capsule I have. He also has them in his legs. One of my favorite parts about this action figure is that he comes with socks. They spared no expense with the Colonel Steve Austin figure. He's got his little fake Adidas on. But this is kind of cool. For a figure, you get a lot of stuff in it. You get a rubber arm. You remove the limbs. You can look through his eye. And he impresses the ladies by lifting the engine block. 12-inch. Nice little jumpsuit there. And this guy I took good care of. This is when I really started to collect. So that's my number 6. $6 million man, Colonel Steve Austin.
What do you think the MSRP was when it came out?
On this guy?
Like
$9.99, which for 1973, I believe, what was that's I don't know, I don't have the math, but not cheap.
No,
the boxes were beautiful for these things. I used to like the fold over. Never, this was way before my time, but I love it nonetheless. You want to know why? I'll tell you a story. Because I used to love action figure news and digest. The Tomart's action figure guides, all those remember Toy Collector magazines when they first came out?
Yep.
Awesome. You'd see all the prototypes. But I remember having the Bionic Bigfoot and then seeing an article that this guy wrote. The guy wrote the article. His name was Mike Van Plu. I still have a photocopy of it because I'm a weirdo. This was probably 92. I looked the guy up. I called information without asking my parents. Mike Van Plu, he was like in Wisconsin or something, so I saw it in the byline. And I called the guy's house. So this guy writes an article. I call him up out of the blue after school one day, 7 o'clock at night at dinner. Like, how'd you get my number? I said, sorry, I saw your article in Tomart's Action Figure News and Toy Digest. And I was wondering if I could purchase a action figure from you. He's like, yeah, no problem, kid. Send me a check for $20. And he hooked me up. He gave me the flight thing and everything. And back then, I remember it took like 40 weeks to get it. Yeah. I was waiting for him in the mail, and I was waiting for my Dracula dirt pendant from the back of Scary Monsters magazine.
Awesome.
That's my story.
That's interesting. Have you ever watched the show?
Yeah. I just started to watch it a couple months ago, and it holds up, man.
I've never seen it.
It's neat. It's like a game, like an RPG. He goes on an adventure, he does a bunch of stuff, and then he's out.
Right.
Really cool show.
It's like
little dry for kids. I don't think I could, as a kid, I don't think it would have caught my interest. But these things sold like hotcakes. So that's the story of Joey Royale and Colonel Steve Austin, the $6 million man.
That's very, very, very interesting story, especially because it's definitely before our time, but it's a Joey Royale nonetheless. I loved the decade I was born in, but I think I was born a little bit too late for some of this stuff. I think so. I definitely think so. So, my number 6 is a toy line that I've notoriously said that I'm not huge into, but it's the best figure out of the toy line. and I'm gonna go with Snake Eyes.
Ah, nice choice.
Put a pin in it.
No. I didn't. I'll tell you, I didn't go with any Joes or Motus. I'm waiting for the line.
Oh,
But,
well, I had to do Motus.
Yeah. Of course. Look, Snake Eyes, most iconic GI Joe.
I mean, it's the '80s. It's ninjas, right? Like
He's a ninja. He's a commando with ninjas. Then he turns into a ninja.
So this one. So I mean, he's got an Uzi. He's got two handguns, 2 katanas, a broadsword. Looks like a claymore, a couple daggers. Like silencers. He's definitely packed.
He's walking death.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. And then the iconic. I mean, I had GI Joes as a kid. Don't get me wrong. I just don't know like all their names. Like you guys go crazy with the names and stuff. Like
I'm still I'm not judging. I respect you. I'm so surprised that you were not all over GI Joes.
Yeah.
What guys did you have other than Snake Eyes?
I had Refrigerator Perry. I don't remember.
Oh, the mail away.
He was a mail away?
Yes, he was. Yeah, you couldn't get him in stores.
I don't know how I got it then.
You probably mailed away.
I definitely didn't mail away. I had some vehicles. See, I don't even remember what GI Joes. That's a Destro. I definitely had a Destro because I remember the silver head. But like, I don't know. Like they were just like meh to me. I guess it might be size too. But like, what I really liked about him was the bio card.
Yes, the file card.
The bio card. I think that's the gold standard right there.
Larry Hama wrote a lot of those. Some of the names were based on actual Hasbro employees or people's relatives. Allegedly, Stephen King's son wrote the file card for Crystal Ball, but who knows if that's true. You know what I love in that Snake Eyes? His satchel.
Yeah, the satchel. I called it a claymore because I didn't know what. Yeah, the satchel. What even is it?
I think it's an explosives pouch.
That's what I thought.
So you know what was awesome about the early ones? You could read on the side next to the bubble of exactly what they had. Like it would list all of the specific weapons they had next to the figure bubble.
All their accoutrements?
Yeah.
Very cool. Yeah, so Snake Eyes is by far the coolest figure. Plus, I mean, he's got like the vest on. He's all pouched up. He like make Rob Liefeld envious with the amount of pouches on this figure.
He is versatile. He can enter any toy battlefield and win.
I mean, he's his role as a commando.
Yep.
And he's proficient in 12 unarmed fighting systems.
12.
Jungle, desert, and Arctic survival.
He's all over the place.
Absolutely. Great figure. Great like lore to him back then too, like the iconic rivalry.
Great story about how he came to be as an action figure too. Something to do with paint and expenses. So that figure, the original figure, so like there was like the original, I don't know how many there were, like maybe 7 Joes.
They're on the back, I can tell you.
Well, but
6, 7, 6. Right? So
are they
you got Snake Eyes, Storm Shadow.
Okay.
The Baroness. What's the Scarlet, right? No, this can't be.
So there was the 1982 Series 1 they were all dressed in green.
Okay.
And they were grunts. The exception, and then there was Stalker too. Stalker had a camo. The exception was Snake Eyes. And it's the same body, just painted black.
Huh.
But he really stuck out amongst even at the beginning. You could tell they were going to take a different direction than just your normal military figures with Snake Eyes.
He's the Boba Fett of the series.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very cool. What is your number 5?
Almost going chronologically.
Always. You always have some kind of...
This is a special one. One of the first toys I remember having. Fisher-Price Adventure People. Space Alien.
So that's like you were saying, that's what Star Wars is based off of?
Yep, they did the preliminary sculptures for the original, like, you know, Han and Luke. They took some of there's like, it's mostly like adventurers, like camping people and guys that drive vans. But then they got into the space world, and like the regular guys, they started to they built up around him and kind of carved him into Star Wars figures. But I love this guy as a kid because of the dome. I love a dome. I love a mask. I love a grappling hook. And this guy's got blue skin, and you cannot get this cap off. I tried for years as a kid, and that added even more mystery to it.
It's kind of like oh, go ahead.
I played with this guy at the beach nonstop. This is not my original. I have very few of my original figures, but this is my number 5. Really cool toy line that you can still get for cheap.
Oh,
if you haven't checked it out, Bride Fisher Price Adventure people, check out the X-Ray Man. He's really cool. He's like clear blue. A couple other nice space weirdos.
I'm all about it.
They Imagine Next, when they came out with all those figures, the blind bags, they started to do some tributes to old toy lines, like even Muscle, like Kanukaman, Muscle figures, and they did a couple of adventure people like X-Ray Man versions too. So really cool figure. I'd say 4.5 points of articulation, but this was really the predecessor to a lot of the toy lines that came out afterwards. These ran from like 75 to 82.
It's got a super Mars Attacks feel to it.
Yes, definitely. The cool thing about this is this guy actually came out in 1979. So my parents must have bought it for me either right when I was born or right before I was born. And I had him for a long time. He was cool.
Awesome. Awesome. And keeping with the space vibe, hold on, I got caught. My number 5 is from the expanded universe of Aliens, is Sergeant Apone. This figure is awesome. Like, not only does he have the grenade launching action, like he has like the throwing grenades, and in the commercial he blows up the alien. He's got no bugs written on his shirt.
Awesome.
Yeah, I don't know. Did you know that it's got it on there?
No, I didn't know that it said no bugs.
Yeah, like you can't really. Can you even see it?
I can see it. Yeah.
Yeah. He's got no bugs written on his shirt, and he's got like power armor on half. He's got an awesome rifle. This is like a sick figure. It's like,
you know what I love about the Aliens line?
What's up?
Look at the packaging, like the amount of cardboard compared to the toy. Yeah. I love it. That sold me. I remember seeing those in the aisles when they first came out. I'm like, oh my god, the playability on those things. You got tons of weapons. You got good guys. You got bad guys. That's the cool thing too, that you don't see too much in toy lines anymore.
Well, yeah.
You had your good guys and you had your bad guys, and it was very clear who was whom.
Yeah, I had the gorilla alien,
me too,
bull alien, and the alien queen later.
Later on, that was I was always waiting for that one.
So like,
the gorilla alien sprayed water, right?
Yep, he had the squishy head. Yeah, like that was the big thing. My dad went out of town for business, and like we're always like, Dad, bring me back something, and he brought me back the gorilla alien. So
that was a really great one, and it had the arms that went like this. Like, that was so cool.
I think I like when I was moving, I was showing him all my like random stuff, and he does not care, and I was like, yeah, you got me the gorilla alien. It's like, I don't remember any, like,
I know like I remember the minutia. My dad's like, how the hell do you remember all this? But the Aliens line was really cool. That was one that took off. It broke away from the mold. Your TMNT was around that time. Broke away from the mold. And the best thing about Aliens and Predator and Swamp Thing and all that, golden age of KB. 3 for 5. 3 for 5.
Yeah, absolutely. So this is like I had an honorable mention I forgot down there, but it ties into this, so I'll show it off.
Yeah.
Too. It's like the Predator, the artwork on those Predator toys, like it's the same thing. I mean, this is a NECA like newer one. It's a newer NECA one, but like still, it's got that old school like Predator look to it that I really like.
It's that early 90s dark blue with some kind of starburst color.
Yep, absolutely.
Now, have you seen the Alien or Predator Walmart figures?
Yeah, I have them.
The cheap ones?
Yeah.
They're incredible.
Yeah, I
incredible.
have them. The alien queen's downstairs. The kids commandeered her, but she's
$10. That's what they need to do.
yeah, they're durable.
Why can't they just make that? I started to buy the corpse figures with my son. Like we wanted to blow up army guys outside. You know, like the little fake GI Joes. Those are back. Walmart's got a seize on that, man.
Oh yeah, those alien, yeah, they're awesome. I should look into like the smaller ones. I got the alien queen and the 12-inch predator.
Yeah, Hyper Sigil Games is talking about the original one I was talking about, the original alien, the Kenner one, and it had the tiny chrome hand that came out of the mouth.
Yeah, what a commercial. Have you ever seen the commercial for that?
Yeah, they took it off the shelves.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Kids, you got Alien, and it suffered the same fate we talked about before as the Freddy Krueger. Yeah, talking Freddy Krueger and the Max Effects, which could have been the greatest toy line of all time.
Yeah, I have I have like the Space Marines. Like I don't know, they're just cheap. This is a cheap toy line.
Still.
Yeah, still. I paid I think under 10 a piece in
really
in package. And
they're worth it, man. They're nice. They're nice toys.
Oh, yeah,
durable.
I had to get the I wanted Sergeant Apone the best.
Yeah.
He's a great character, great model, no bugs on the shirt, fantastic.
That line went pretty deep. It had 3 or 4 series. They got into some Aliens versus Predator, and I remember they had an Alien Hive that was slime.
Oh, I'd have to see it. I don't know about that.
Yeah, it's a cool one. It's a slime thing. Here's a strange one.
Yeah.
You want to see my number? What am I on now?
4.
No, already?
Yeah, we're burning through them.
1, 2. No, that's 6. Oh my God, you're right. Here's another one of Joey Royale's first toys. Revell, 1982.
Oh, that's the one that's blue on the back, right? He's
perhaps. Let's see. We press the button.
Yeah.
Boom! Activate Power Lord. Atom Power turns into Power Lord. This is one of the strangest lines. This is not based on anything except the art of So I had this book as a kid called Barlow's Guide to Extraterrestrials.
Yep.
You're familiar with it?
I know all about this story.
Oh, I love you. You're the best. So this was designed by Barlow. The series of figures are the weirdest things in the world.
Yep.
Not one of them looks like the other one, and they're great because of that. And they all have some kind of action feature. You can get one of these. I picked this guy up. He had a good find on eBay for $9.99. A lot of them are worse for the wear. I wouldn't say they're not durable figures,
right?
But I wouldn't say they're fragile. You got to be careful. A lot of points of articulation, very impressive articulation and sculpting here, but just weird. Buying these as a kid, you don't know the lore. In order to get the lore, you got it. I think they came with little comics, but really cool toy line. Also, should have been an honorable mention. You had series 1 and 2, and then they got, and we talked about this offline a while ago, the Revell Beast Machines, which was an extension of Power Lords, where it was a torso on tank treads.
Yeah.
They had 6 different guys, Smash TV, right off the cover of that. They were beautiful, absolutely gorgeous figure. Classic 80s, Running Man kind of style stuff. They each had two cannons that would fire, on brand weapons. I had Warbot, which was, he had ribs and a computer brain. Oh, through the roof right now. But beautiful figures. I remember seeing a wall of them. We used to go up to Northampton, Massachusetts when we were kids, and they had a store called H.L. Childs. And for a season, they opened up a liquidation store, getting rid of their old stock from a warehouse. Brian, if I could go back, I get goosebumps thinking about it. They had a whole wall of beast machines. They had a whole wall of Godaiken robots.
Oh, wow.
Never saw him as a kid.
Yeah.
They weren't in the toy stores around where I was. At this store, they had them. And I remember for Christmas that year, I got a Voltes 5, which is like one of the biggest robots you could get. You know, you put it all together. Saved it in the closet for years. I sold it down the road. Oh my God. Crazy transaction. I'll tell you offline sometimes. Guy, I was at work in the city. Guy pulls up in like a Land Cruiser, passes me a wad of cash from the window. I'm on 42nd Street in Times Square. Passes it through the window. He said, "Here we go." And he got it off of eBay, showed up outside of my work. I gave him this giant box of Voltes the 5. But regardless, Revell made crazy toy line. That's crazy toy line. The prices of every guy other than Atom Power are shooting up just because they're so weird, very fringe. But I remember Four Horsemen did a tribute to these. Remember when Four Horsemen was making figures?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What about what's your thought on Hot Toys?
I don't. Give me some background on them. I've read about it. What do they do?
They're just like very expensive, hyper realistic. Like,
oh yeah. I'm looking at the
all the accessories and stuff.
Yeah. So that it's for certain. It's for the certain kind of collector.
Oh yeah.
I'm not gonna judge, but I'm not into intricacy. I'm not into over detail. Right. I'm into if you want to get my money, make the same damn figure.
Yeah.
Make the same figure. Best thing in the world, going to Walmart and seeing the real Ghostbusters as they were.
Oh yeah.
Don't add any whistles or bells. I don't need 6 hands. Why does every guy come with 6 hands now? 6 hands and 2 heads.
Yeah, that's funny you bring that up because a couple of them I have are a couple of hands and a couple of heads.
It drive me nuts. I lose them in the rug in the first 5 minutes. I'd open it in the car because I'm still the spaz I was when I was 8 years old.
Oh yeah,
and I can't wait till I get home.
Yeah, I do the same thing. I open everything in the car and then I lose it.
I lose something. I lose some kind of pistol. Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, I like it simple. I want to recollect the things I had when I was a kid.
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, just remake the toy line. Just get the old molds if you can find them or not. Fill them back up again, and you're gonna have a bunch of 40-year-old knuckleheads spending their every paycheck on it.
Yeah.
What's the chat saying? Not a point of articulation type of guy. I don't need it. I like the toys I grew up with. I appreciate remakes, and I know people like the posing. So if you like to do the poses on the shelf and all that, I like a rudimentary action figure. I don't need the whistles and bells.
Yeah. So I actually miscounted and I have 7. So I'm gonna.
Why not? Why not?
I'm gonna cut the Motu and I'll save it for the Motu episode.
All right.
That's fair, right?
Yeah, sure.
So my number 4. I'm gonna start it off. We're gonna talk about them again. Spoiler alert, but it's our show. We can do what we want. I'm gonna go original Leonardo. Back when the first line.
Yes.
Like they got the brown plastic weapons rack. That,
on stem.
Yeah,
all
on
stem
together. Awesome stuff. There were so many different weapons. It was like ninja stars, like the thing. I don't know. Never know the name of it. With like you hold it and it's got the blade on it.
Yeah.
And the katanas that go into the back.
Yes, that's right. Right. There was the holster on the shell, right?
Yep. So it's on not on the shell itself. It's the rubber belt.
Yeah.
Man, I have an original Leo with it still on it, but the kids took it. It's not here right now. This is the obviously the remastered ones.
So there you go. That's the thing, Brian.
Yeah.
Like that's what I would buy.
Yeah, it's
like the same exact thing.
It's the same exact toy, exactly. And then like I have the party wagon too.
Oh yeah.
I haven't taken it out of the box. It's in the box, but it's like supposedly it's the exact one for one from the original. So I think I might open it eventually. Probably not, but it's like Castle Grayskull. I have a Castle Grayskull in box in the closet.
The Origins one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I really want to open it. I got nowhere to put it. But anyway,
that's the thing. And somebody just brought that up. Skunkworks was talking about play sets. You know, they should make more play sets, and I love play sets, but they're hard to display.
Yeah, play sets. Yeah, but yeah.
So you were a Leo guy, huh?
Leo's my favorite, still my favorite. We were just watching Secret of the Ooze before we jumped on, and we've established the house who's who.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
Who's your wife?
She's a Donatello fan, but she got picked to be Michelangelo.
I'm a Donatello guy. He was my first figure.
Yeah, I'm a Leo fan. Two katanas always beats out. Like as a kid, I always thought, you know, like weapons, strategy wise, two katanas. But like, I honestly, like nowadays looking back, I definitely like appreciate Michelangelo more than anything.
Yeah. Totally.
Yeah.
Totally.
He's my favorite. He's my favorite in spirit, but I gotta stick to my man in blue.
Sure.
Yeah, through and through. But like, yeah, the oldest he deems himself Raphael, calls the baby Donatello.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
We could do a whole TMNT episode, the figures. I mean, once they went all the way down the line.
Yeah.
10 years.
It's not the last time you're gonna see turtles on this list, but then like that original comic on the back.
Yeah.
Great stuff.
Yes.
Because like we were talking about how it's Ravioli, so bring it circle around the movies, right? So I like 2 more than the 89 original, which we talked about the original, and it was the top grossing independent movie for a long time. It's not anymore. Like, it got beat out, obviously, but yeah, just to clear the record in case anybody watches it and yells at me. Like, it was at one point the top grossing independent movie of all time. But we talked about like 89's gritty and dark and like original, like when they all had red masks and stuff, like the original Eastman and Laird, like, you know, more closer to the original.
Yep.
And like, yeah, that's cool and stuff, but I like the, you know, the zany off the wall, like stupid one-liners.
Yeah.
Like that's
like the three Stooges kind. Yeah, the shtick. Yeah,
I'm a shtick guy, so like I prefer that. I prefer 2. 2's my favorite.
Yeah.
And, it came out in '92.
Is that with the subline of Secret of the Ooze?
That is Ninja Turtles 2 Secret of the Ooze, yes.
With Casey?
No, Casey's in '89.
Oh, is he?
Yeah, it's the pizza delivery. It is Ernie Race Jr. I don't know his character's name. Kano, I think. Kato.
Oh, Kato Kalin?
No. We're speaking of the trial of the century. We're in the
yeah.
But yeah.
Oh, that's great. That's nice. And like, man, that's a great figure. And they did the right thing. Make it again. I don't need 6 hands. Just give me what I bought. I'll buy it again. I'll buy it 6 times.
Yeah.
I'll buy one for the wall. I'll buy one to play with.
Iconic. Such an iconic packaging. The card is one of the
packaging is a beautiful mess. It's got everything. It's exciting.
Yeah.
I remember seeing that in the aisle. You're like, whoa, there's so much going on here. Grab it.
Yep. Yeah.
Fingering through, pushing back, seeing if you got the other guy behind him. In the cases, I remember seeing the cases of them.
Yep. Kevin Nash was Super Shredder.
Oh, really?
Yep. Garrett in the chat was talking about that.
Oh, yes. Beefy boy!
I did. I actually knew that. I knew that little bit of trivia.
Awesome. Great one.
Dang. So that we're gonna burn through this. We might just have to do an AMA at the end or something.
Burn through it. We already hit the hour mark. Ready?
What do you mean? Yeah, we're like 3 hours. This is a 3-hour show usually. Wax Packs is for the chumps that can't handle the long haul.
Here we go. Dun dun. Dun dun. Let's see.
Is it Jaws?
Uh-oh. You know what this is?
Oh, yeah, I do. Oh, wait. That is a Shadow Beast.
Battle Beast.
No, yeah, but isn't it?
No. I never went down. I know what you're talking about. No, I never went down that route. Those I never even saw those until I started doing some research.
Yeah.
It
looks like the middle has the marble, not the.
Oh no, he's missing his stick.
Oh, gotcha. There it is. Okay.
I think you can pick them up on eBay. Somebody remakes them. But here's one of my favorites. One of my first Battle Beasts as a kid: Sawtooth Shark. I was a big maritime action figure guy. We talked about what's his name, Max Ray from the Centurions.
Yep.
You know, all those. I used to love the Scuba Joes. But here's my guy right here. I love this guy. He's great. I can't really move his. I'm worried to move his arms. Something about the Sawtooth Shark. If you look at other ones on eBay, he's usually missing his arm for some reason.
Huh.
But this was always one of my. I got a lot of Battle Beast favorites, but this one really takes the cake. Recently got him off eBay. Boy, I got a whole bunch of him at an estate sale, the best estate sale ever, in a shoebox, but he wasn't part of it. But he's definitely one of my favorites. I got my first one at a Caldor, my first 2-pack at a Caldor at the old mall in town that no longer exists. But I love these guys.
Yeah, like talk about like setting up kids for like a compulsive like addiction to something. You had to have all three in fire, water, and wood. And there was the lion, the pirate lion thing that had the sunburst, the ultra rare.
Yeah, that's the ultra rare. Oh man, I forgot about that. You're right.
Yeah, and so then you had shadow beasts, where like the next line that they didn't have the
thermal thing.
Yeah, thermal. They had the marble.
Yeah.
There was another name for them too, but they were shadow beasts.
Laser beasts.
Well, they were shadow beasts in the States, and then in Japan they were another name.
Because these are Takara. These are an extension of the Transformers franchise.
Yep.
I'll
look it up real quick.
I had the blue. There was also a blue shark playset that I adored. It was like a tank, but there was 3 different ones. There was like an ant. There was a red like hawk thing, and a wood beetle and the shark, and they would fold out into little play sets. They were really cool.
Laser beast, shadow beast. Yeah.
Yeah.
So they were in Japan, the laser, and in the States the shadow.
This is Skunkworks, man. I hear you. I would give anything to have the feeling of spending grandma money again.
What are you talking about? I do all the time. That's how I live my life. Because I think the next one. See, I don't know. Like, I'm doing the Ben Maz. I just had a stack, and now I'm determining what's what. Like, did you notice he did that?
Yeah. I saw what you put away too.
Yeah. Which ones was it?
Scareglow and Faker.
Oh man, you were good. Yeah, it was. It was 100% Scareglow and Faker.
Dude, I got this thing where like I see a paint color.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely.
Exactly what action figure it is. Like I've been like, listen, we're all fans, but I'm a little bit nuts like Rain Man with it because like I've been studying the like I never gave up on these things. I was like 10 when we moved houses.
Yeah.
And my mom, I was going. It was 3rd grade to 4th grade, so I was like 8, 9, and I got rid of a lot of stuff, saved a little bit. But like ever since I left it, since 12, I've been trying to find this stuff.
Yeah, I gotta regain all my Earthworm Jim toys that made it to the grandparents' box.
Yeah.
Like I'm pretty upset that they ended up there, and I know like because my sister has a kid. She's like 16 now, so that box has been ravaged.
Oh yeah.
Like,
I have a friend who has a whole box of TMNT and Food Fighters at his parents' house still that he's waiting to give his kids.
I told you about the Star Trek Migos. That was like my what I played with, not knowing what they were. But
yeah.
So weird.
There's another line that they're doing right. They're not doing anything fancy. They're just popping them out.
Yeah, and they're at Walmart.
Yeah.
I didn't even.
Your Walmart, your Magic Walmart, and your Magic Target that has everything.
Yeah, I got a Migo right here.
Oh, which one? Are you Toxie?
Oh, of course. Do you have this one?
No, I don't.
I'll get you one.
If you find one, I'd love to get one.
Absolutely, I got you. They have
that was store bought, like on the rack.
Yeah.
I don't know what they got a whole different distribution system up there in upstate New York.
You know what sucks? I think I'm going to Walmart tomorrow. So like, I just saw like a couple still on the shelf. Dollars to Donuts. I go back tomorrow looking for you one, and they're not going to be there anymore.
Go on. No, because there's people out there. They go and they right when I'm about to grab something, they go right before me.
Yeah, but like that Walmart, that special one, I got 3 fakers from that one.
Never seen it in the stores. Santa brought one for Elvis, but I've never seen one in stores. Ever.
But that's it. Like, I haven't seen Sunman. I haven't seen Anti-Eternia Man. None of those.
You know, I had a Sunman. I had a real Sunman.
Yeah, I think we talked about it.
They were in the clearance aisle of a Toys R Us in Nashua, New Hampshire. Stacks of them. Stacks. And I don't know, I traded it for like a dewback or something.
You ever been to, what's that place in New Hampshire that we always go to? Why can't think of it? Hampton Beach.
Oh, Hampton Beach. Hampton Beach. I got an amazing story about Hampton Beach.
All right. Let me hear it.
It was the year I became an assistant principal, so it was 8 years ago.
Allegedly is
relatively not even that long ago.
Well, no,
Kids
I'm saying like you're not an assistant principal. You're a rock and roll cowboy from outer space.
My brother was an assistant principal. We went to Hampton Beach for the first time. I woke up in the morning, and I said to myself, I got a weird feeling. I'm going to find something today. I'm going to find blank. So for the storytelling purposes, I'll fill in the X later on. I'm going to find something. I'm like, my wife said, what are you talking about? She goes, those things are from a long time ago. I said, I don't know. I got a feeling. Because we were staying in, what is it? What's the down? Portsmouth.
Yeah.
So we decided we're going to check out Hampton Beach for the first time.
Yeah.
We're walking down the boardwalk, and I'm like, oh, there's this place. It looks like an old-time beach shop.
Yeah.
It's called Rexall. It's like a pharmacy.
Yeah, I know exactly. It's like on the corner.
Yeah, on the corner.
Yep, I know exactly where it is.
I walk inside. I find tons of bootleg Madballs.
Wow.
Like, I'm not talking about the Madballs that just came out a couple years ago.
Right.
I'm talking Slobulus, Crackhead, all of them. And that's what I woke up, Brian. I woke up saying, I got a feeling I'm going to find Madballs today. I went to this place. I went nuts. I grabbed them. They had a weird one where it was like a guy holding his head and there was an eyeball coming out.
I sent a picture of it.
Yeah. So
I think
they're just in these bins amongst a bunch of other crap, like other like squishy balls and all that. I'm flipping out and I just grab them all. I can't speak. I'm shaking. This is like 2018. 2014. And I go up to the guy. I'm like, you got to have more of these in the back. You got to have more of these in the back. He's like, no, this is all we have. I bought them all.
Awesome.
I did a bunch of trades for other Madballs. That's when I first got on Instagram. But Hampton Beach, I'll never forget that.
So, actually, interesting Hampton Beach. This summer, Guar is actually playing Hampton Beach.
Oh, that's a great ball. That's like the ballroom?
Yep.
Really?
Yep. And, yeah. You ever been to Salisbury Beach?
No, I haven't. I've had a good
side?
Salisbury steak, but never a Salisbury Beach.
Oh, it's like the Massachusetts side of Hampton, because you can see like the other comes in like the ocean.
Yeah.
Like,
It's
if you're looking out at the water, ocean's to your left, and then it's like an inlet, and across the way is Salisbury Beach. And that place is sad. It's a sad clown.
Really?
I love it. Yeah, we actually go a lot. I just went like right after the last deployment, so 2019 we went.
Salisbury Beach, huh? So it's across the bay?
Yeah. It's
They
awesome.
got good waves over on Hampton Beach. Nice arcades.
Oh.
Beautiful place.
Yeah, they got the Zoltan machines.
Yeah, they do.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I love Hampton Beach, and then it's one of my favorite places. There used to be a pizza shop. Actually, my dad like I don't know. He's like obsessed with pizza. There was a pizza place that he would always talk about. That like one time, like we went as kids. Like we were like teenagers, right? We went to New Hampshire for a family vacation, and went to Hampton. And then there was a pizza place on the corner. It's not there anymore. They sell like sarongs or whatever now, or like toe rings, some stupid.
Oh yeah. I got you. Like a sarong, like a little wrap for the beach.
Yeah, beach wrap store.
I didn't know what the hell you were talking about at first.
I know, like, this is like action figures, and we're talking about like women's like beachwear.
Beachwear cover-ups.
But yeah, so like it's not there anymore. But they had like four cheese slices, and like my dad was obsessed with this pizza, and he would talk about it constantly, and then like it's just not there anymore. Like his it's a sad. He's got a sad pizza story because like every time he like gets like the perfect slice, it like slips through his grasp. But he does like the local place here, Stefano's.
Stefano's, you tell me about Stefano's.
Yep. When you come for
I'm
AnchorCon,
excited to try it.
Absolutely.
I'm going over my parents' house in the morning with Elvis. I got to help my father lift these concrete slabs. He's building the pizza oven for the backyard, so art is becoming life.
Awesome.
Yeah, brick oven.
But,
beautiful.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I just hope that. Oh, I don't know. Got a little burp there. Sorry.
Oh, that monster.
I know. It's crazy.
The stomach acid's struggling because you're talking about this pie.
Well, that and it's just it's a slice of time on those boardwalk arcades that I just hope that are always there and they never go away.
Yeah. I went to an arcade down at the beach in my town the other day. I was gonna send you a picture. I forgot to, but it is those things can never go away, man.
No, it's
like
I love them.
No shoes. You know, you got the towel wrapped around you doing the skee ball.
Yeah.
There's always I have a newfound appreciation for the machines that are shut down. Those fallen soldiers. Like the Neo Geo multi games. They're always crapped out in the back.
Yeah.
But you gonna go see Guar?
Probably not.
How far away is Hampton Beach from you?
Probably 8 hours.
Oh, really? Okay.
Let me see. Let me Google Map. We got time. We got to give the people what they want. They want to know how far I am from Hampton Beach.
You Google that. You're right. Venus Boys 3. I went to a Guar concert wearing my favorite Juji Fruits T-shirt, and it was yellow. By the time I came out, it was brown, and it was never the same again. Never the same again.
So, like, because my wife's from New Hampshire. So,
oh, yeah?
Yeah, so we would go all the time. But, like, her parents moved to Florida. Oh, 6 hours. That's not bad. That's doable. Just down to Albany and then hit the Mass Pike through Worcester.
6 hours?
Yeah, 6 hours.
Because this might be the halfway point, man.
No. If I was going to Hampton Beach, I would just drive down to your area. You got to be like, hold on, let me look. You got to be 6 hours then. But because you're probably planning the trip up.
To you,
Yeah.
to you, it's going to take me about 5 hours.
Yeah.
But to Hampton Beach, it's going to take me. Let's see over here.
Yeah, you're 5 hours.
5 hours. Yeah. I don't know. We got to find a halfway point. We got to talk about one of these days. Everybody, you had a great question about a Neon Lord Con. We'll get that happening.
Oh yeah, I was like half joking, and I got so many messages about it.
Oh, people took it seriously, man. People are hungry. Everybody wants to get together.
Yeah. Oh, I would love to get together. That's why, like AnchorCon, Ben Maz is he's actually like he's 100% coming.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome. That's great to hear.
He sent me a thing. He's like, "Yep, we're gonna make the trip up."
I told you yesterday. I went to the print shop I got 100 more Darkest Ice. I was completely sold out.
Yep, perfect.
So I'm gonna bring my attaché case.
I can't wait.
I even ordered a display from Chick Publishing. I gave him the money.
Really?
Shouldn't have, but
Yeah.
all right. Back to the
You
figures.
couldn't find one on eBay?
I was lazy.
Yeah.
Plus, every time you order something from them, they send you stuff in the mail still, so you get free Chick tracks.
Oh yeah. I mean, it's a blessing and a curse, I guess.
Absolutely. Is it my turn?
Yeah. Number 3.
Is my uncle. Wait, number 3. This is my number 2.
What's number 3?
Number 3 was Power Lord. So I got Steve Austin,
3.
Space Power Lord.
Yeah, I got 1, 2, 3. I got 3 left.
Go ahead. Do the next one.
So how I just did? I don't know. We're all discombobulated.
What you got? You got your who was your first? You have your aliens guy.
No. So first was Snake Eyes,
The Snake Eyes, right?
and then I had Aliens, and then I had Leonardo. And then I have 3 left.
All right, so you're up then.
What was your?
We're coming off of my shark. That's what it was.
Oh yeah.
We went on so many.
Yeah.
We went down so many, from pizza to sarongs to Guar to Hampton Beach to Mad Balls, and now we're back.
Yeah, I mean, if you really think about it, it wouldn't be a ravioli for Randy if we didn't talk about pizza slices.
I mean, come on.
Manon.
This is the first ravioli for Randy. I didn't have ravioli before I ate, and it's not even for fun. That's just I eat a lot of ravioli.
Well, it's not Saturday either. Usually, this is.
That you're right. You're right. This is Saturday. Saturdays are ravioli days.
Holy ravioli day.
Holy ravioli.
All right, so my number 3. I don't know what to pick. All right. So I never had this as a kid, and it's an interesting toy line. I don't really like anything else out of it, kind of, but I'm going to go with War Duke himself.
Oh, Maron. Holy cow. Chef's kiss.
A great figure.
You get the Golden Meatball Award this episode for that one.
War Duke gets the Golden Meatball.
Unbelievable figure right there.
Yeah, I mean, think about it. Look, half his body's armor.
Yep.
Other half isn't.
He's like, I'm only going to take care of this side of my body.
Yeah, like his helmet, glowing red eyes.
Yeah, beautiful.
He's the Dungeons and Dragons Boba Fett.
Yeah, that's a good way to put it. He's awesome, man. Great scale.
Oh,
and who's the other? There's another guy that I didn't know existed until recently.
I think I'm in the same boat because I saw somebody posted the whole line, and there was a bunch of figures. I was like, I don't know any of those.
Just announced they're coming out with a whole bunch of new ones.
I saw they're doing a
beautiful,
new and they're
beautiful.
cheap too.
Yep.
Like
I just saw it. Somebody wrote, "Yes, I do leave Darkest Ice in urinals. I've probably passed out more than I've sold, so that's why I have to keep on getting more printed."
Is War Duke on a Magic card now? I don't know. I haven't been checking with the.
Oh, maybe in the
spoilers.
Baldur's. Yeah, I've been checking the spoilers. It looks like a pretty cool set.
Yeah, we'll see. I don't know. I don't know. That's a whole.
Did you see the Warhammer? The Warhammer
Commander
Commander decks?
prices on them?
No, are they expensive?
Like $550 for the whole set.
What? That's got to be for like a case.
No, that's for like each of the collector's edition.
Oh, collector's
edition. But it's
edition.
still like $200 for all of the decks or something.
There's a mono black one that I want to check out.
I mean, I'm gonna get like the Abaddon one, like the Chaos, obviously.
Yeah.
I don't know. We'll see. I don't know what I'm gonna get yet. I haven't decided. But yeah, War
That's
Duke.
a great figure, man.
So yeah, expensive line for some of them. Like War Duke with the shield and the sword, outrageously priced.
Yep.
But like,
Yep.
I think I only paid like $20 maybe for.
That was such a weird action figure line because you had like PVC figures, rubber figures.
Yeah.
The scale was all
plus
all over the place.
JLN. This is a JLN toy.
LJN.
Yeah, LJN. Yeah, why did I say J? I don't know. I'm like losing it. Like yesterday, I couldn't read it. Now today,
Well, you're on a stream marathon.
Oh yeah. Well, I'm only halfway through it. I shouldn't be this fatigued until Sunday. But why did they make? Like he's in one episode of the cartoon. Why didn't they make these the cartoon? Like, do you know the story behind that?
No, I don't. I don't know how they chose. It could have just been one of those things where they just the two sides didn't meet in the middle.
Or maybe they just didn't get the license because 4 decks.
Fortress of Fangs, Bri.
Oh,
the best play sets of all time. Got it in the clearance section at
you got it?
Not anymore, but I got it in the clearance section at Toys R Us way later on, like in the 90s. Probably got it for $14.99.
Like the Doom Tomb?
Tomb of Doom, I got that.
Tomb of
I'll show
Doom.
you that sometime.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I want to say because Marvel Entertainment made the cartoon, I wouldn't be surprised if that's why they didn't get the license for the figures.
TSR just did it on with LJN. Yeah. I mean, that's the thing. Like,
it's got TSR on the back.
They should have made the kids. I would have bought those in a second. You know, it was definitely not based on the cartoon.
No. Oh, and then
except for Tiamat.
Yeah, Tiamat. Tiamat's in D&D lore.
Right. That's what I'm saying. Both.
Yeah, it's weird.
I always wanted a Dungeon Master figure, and I think they did like come out with PVC figures of them, like in Europe or something, of the kids.
Yeah, there's like Mexican ones, like the Neverending Story.
Yeah.
But they I don't remember the company. I still get the emails from them. They did a diorama, like figurines of all of the kids in the Dungeon Master that you could build together. And I wanted the Dungeon Master on his own because Think Geek was selling them. And they had the Dungeon Master, but there's no price on it. And I'm one of those guys. If there's no price, I'm not asking.
I'm not asking.
Yeah, do you do that too?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
No, put it on there. I'm not playing detective. I'm too nervous to talk to somebody about money.
Yeah.
I don't do it.
Yeah, because like, what if you don't want to spend that much, and then you're that awkward guy that's like, okay, thanks, and you got to put it back.
Cool stuff. Okay, well, yeah, I'll be in touch.
Yeah, I'm the exact same way. I was like, well, there's no price on it, like, but then like I found the company, and it's like $100 or even more. It's expensive. So I was like,
We're just for the Dungeon Master?
Just for the Dungeon Master, yeah.
That's yeah, I'm even that way like at yard sales. I have my kid go up. I say, hey, go up there and act cute and so you limp a little bit. Oh my God, I'm going backwards. I'm trying to see the chat because my phone died. There we go. There you go. I would eat more fish if it wasn't market.
No, see, that's where I ball out. Market price. I want lobster.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Forget it. Yeah. Price per market, except if I'm ordering lobster. If you're ordering lobster,
you're already committed.
But they get you with the with steak. Like if it says price per market.
I don't order steaks when I'm out. Only if I go to like an actual steak place.
Yeah, exactly. I used to, when I ate meat, there's this Italian restaurant in town that I used to work at, and it was like the best. You get filet mignon, forget it.
Oh man,
I don't care how much it is. Take my arm, take my kid.
I just had a clam roll the other day that was pretty good from that place down up where I got the lobster roll from.
You get it. You get the strips, or you get them with bellies.
No, it was strips.
We got the strips and bellies down here. Some people. There's like civil war over it. Which one is better?
I mean, you live. I mean, New London is a hoagie and pizza town. Like
excuse me, it's a grinder.
Oh yeah, grinder.
We invented the grinder allegedly. There's a whole every year that they dust off that article for the newspaper. Home of the grinder. Home of the submarine. I mean, I'm surprised they don't call them subs here because of the submarine.
New London.
Oh, we got grinders.
So. On that note, War Duke.
War Duke.
Awesome figure. Awesome. Like I never read the Tracy Hickman.
No.
Margaret Weiss.
Nope.
Dragonlance books where he's from. Probably should have talked about that, but I never read them. I have 3 of them. I've never read them.
I got the trilogy. I got a big, thick book about this big.
Like
it's about 3.
Autumn.
Yeah. Maybe I'll do that at the beach this summer.
Probably not.
Probably not.
Yeah.
I only got time for short stories these days.
Oh, I only got time to write. I don't even have time to read.
I know. Seriously, once you start writing, your reading time
diminishes.
Like, why am I reading somebody else's writing when I should be writing myself? I get mad at myself. Put the book down and do it yourself.
Yeah. That should be your next book.
Put your book down and do it.
And do it yourself.
Yeah. Maybe I will. That's not a bad idea.
Yeah. It's a good title, too.
Royale self-help book.
Yeah. Well,
all right.
We're down to the top 2, huh?
Buttons McBoom Boom.
Is that a Dick Tracy toy?
No, they almost made the list. That's one of my favorite action figure lines.
They're cheap.
This is Cops and Crooks.
Oh, yeah.
This is very Neon Lords adjacent. I'll tell you why. Ready?
Yeah.
These figures, completely underrated.
Yep.
Opens up the chest cavity, and he's got 2 submachine guns.
Awesome.
All right, so you see that. You see the gun coming out there.
He's got a little Desperado with a machine gun in the guitar case.
Not only is it's a Tommy gun. If I can figure out how to open it. Once again, an estate sale find.
Oh, awesome.
Same estate sale as the Battle Beasts.
I don't think I could do estate sales.
Oh my gosh, I do it every weekend.
Yeah,
I love it.
I think I would catch feelings. Be like, man, like when we were like house hunting.
I get depressed all the time.
I couldn't do it.
Absolutely.
Because we're walking through this house and it's like somebody literally just died in this house.
You're rummaging through a dead person's stuff. I go by, I'm like, they had Christmas there. Maybe that's where the tree. Imagine the birthday. And especially if I don't find anything, then I get super depressed because I went through all those feels for nothing.
Yeah.
This is nice. It's a cap gun.
Oh, awesome.
So, all of the cops and crooks came with a cap gun.
Yeah.
So you pull that mechanism back, you feed it through.
Yep, the paper
right above
ones.
the barrel, and you just put it, boom, and it blows up. It smokes. Awesome toy. I mean, it just hits it all. It's just, you got the case, you got a nice fedora. He's a fedora boy, and but the chest thing, that was such a cool line.
Yeah.
Like that was an original idea. So
original idea.
I went all in. I went all in on Cops and Crooks in 4th grade.
Yeah. It's
there's a connection to G.I. Joe somewhere along the line.
Really?
Yeah, like Long Arm or something. There's some sort of relation.
I wonder if Toy Galaxy's done an episode on the Cops and Crooks. I'll have to check after this.
Bulletproof. I should have put him in my. He's on my grill too. I had him. He's like the lead cop. He's got like a trench coat and like a cybernetic waist when you open it up. Attaché. Oh, yeah, really cool. Great line. Cool. Underrated.
I like it. We were talking about the cheap toy aisle, or like, what do you call it?
Yeah.
Peg toys?
What do I call them? Rack toys.
Rack toys, yeah. Well, I call it the cheap toy aisle. I have an affinity for it too, though, for sure. It's like, because that's like where like just cool stuff ends up that like you wouldn't think of. But anyway, so they have at Walmart, they have like a 6-shooter like cap gun.
Yep.
And like Wesley was like, he had to have it.
Sure.
Like, had to have it. So I was like, all right, like I'll introduce him. And then the caps, my wife like can't stand it because like we're
ring or paper.
The ring ones. They don't do paper anymore.
No,
I haven't seen it. But then I was talking to her about like the RoboCop toy had the backpack.
Yes.
That you could put the paper through. And the Punisher too, same thing.
Yes. Yep.
And you could
Punisher
just
too.
Flip through and hit the paper because she didn't like the smell. And I'm like, this is like frankincense and myrrh right here. This is
oh my
smell.
God.
This is the best smell ever.
I'd buy my wife the perfume, the gunpowder perfume. I'd love that.
Yeah.
I had one of the best guns I ever had as a kid.
Uh-huh.
Tootsie Toy Gatling gun, battery operated. You'd feed the paper in, barrel spins.
Oh man.
Smoking out of it, the sides. Awesome.
Could you imagine like taking a bunch of rolls and taping them together and putting it through? Just having like.
I remember it's just throwing them into the fire.
Oh yeah. Throwing batteries.
I remember I was an altar boy. And we had this weird priest, not that kind of weird, but just weird priest.
Yeah.
And he was like trying to tell me some life lesson. I wasn't paying attention. Something about not looking at girls when they walk by. I'm like, you nuts, buddy. No wonder. But he's talking to me, right? I'm drifting off, and I had a roll of caps in my khakis. And as I'm talking to him, he's like, and as they say, the heart and lust and all this. But stuck my nail accidentally into the bump in the paper. Boom! Pops my pocket out. I pull out, my thumb's smoking. I remember I said, damn it, right in front of the priest. He's like, get out of here. That's my playing with caps story. Don't talk to priests while playing with caps in your pocket.
Well, that's also
a whole other story
too. Yeah. Yeah. Caps, man, what a smell. I love that smell.
Nothing like it in the world.
There's nothing.
Caps and Play-Doh.
Oh yeah, Play-Doh.
Delicious.
Yeah, that's the problem. We can't. No, we're in no Play-Doh house right now because it's too appetizing for him. He just like eats it.
It's too appetizing for me.
I don't. Well, I'm sure it's safer now to eat than it was back then.
Possibly, it's probably true. Yeah.
Yeah. I feel bad because I've been watching a lot of creepy crawlers stuff, and now he wants like the machine, but it's like they don't make it. I don't know what to tell you.
The candy one?
No, when you make the rubber.
Oh, yeah.
Literally nothing.
I get him confused. There's creepy crawlers and there's Dr. Dreadful.
Dr. Dreadful
is the ones you can eat.
Yes. So Dr. Dreadful, I always want. I think we talked about it.
Yeah.
I had the head on my list for Christmas, and I backed down. I backed it out. It didn't make the cut, and I cut it off the list, and I never got anything Dr. Dreadful. But I always wanted it. But I was a smart kid though, because one and done. You got to find something that's gonna last longer, because you make it once You're never going to get the refills. Your parents are never going to buy you those
No. And by the time you get the refills, they're not selling the refills anymore, or they're all crusty.
Yeah, exactly.
Like Mad Scientist Monster Lab. Remember that?
Yes.
Oh, my God.
You know, it was a good toy, too. I had the Turtles one and a Ninja Turtles one, and I know there was other ones where they were plates, right? You could design like a mutant, put the plates in, and then you rub.
Oh,
yeah. And then you rub.
Absolutely. My sister had the fashion plates.
Yeah, there's a fashion plates one. I had a Ninja Turtles one.
Did you ever? This was old. It was probably my cousin's, and I'm thinking back. This had to be like '83. I was like probably 4, but like when they had the molds that you could put, like it was like a plastic thing. You pour like a plaster in it.
Yeah, it's
and
creepy crawlers.
No, this was like plaster. And or something like it. I remember the smell still, and it would make like little fantasy figures and all that too.
It's
like a monster mold maker.
Yeah, it was injection molding. Yeah, I think they're like in line with creepy crawlers. I think I was watching something about them. But yeah, like man, but somebody does make the goop. But I had like color change goop. I had the glow in the dark. I had like the top shelf goops. That was one thing my parents actually did keep buying me was the goop for some reason.
The goops.
Yeah. I definitely want. They do have a 2021 creepy crawlers machine, but it doesn't. I saw it on Target.com, but it didn't. I want to see it in real life because it doesn't heat up. You just like I don't know what you do with it.
The heating up is like kind of the adventure.
Yeah, that's like I like bypassed like the security system in it. I like broke down. So where I would just pull it out and throw
the heat governor.
Yeah, the heat governor. I totally broke it off. So like once they were done, I could just pull it right out, and then like forged in the fires, I would throw it in the water and like it was awesome.
Beautiful. That's great.
I love creepy crawlers. That smell too. That's what reminded me of it. It was the smell.
Yep, the smell for sure. That was one of my favorite parts of it.
Yeah, I mean like so much stuff like it smells trigger like memories, right? Like there's a huge thing about was it orphan things like smells trigger memories like better than other.
I got that super. It's like I'm the daredevil of the smell. Man, slime.
Oh yeah, slime.
Opening
smell.
up a trash can of Muscle Men for the first time.
Oh,
Moss Man, Stinkor. And all those, and like all the knockoff toys of the 80s, like that plastic was bad plastic, man. That was like non-regulated plastic. Those things, I remember a couple of figures stinking real bad. Not to mention breath blasters.
Yeah, that's they were caused cancer, right?
You probably. That's what happened. My father threw it out the window right in front of the Burlington Coat Factory. Get that damn thing out of the car. Your mother's gagging. Your sister's crying. Victor vomit. Right out the window and into the snow.
They're crazy expensive now.
Oh my God. I keep on looking. One day I'm going to be stupid late at night and I'm going to press the button.
Yeah, because they definitely got pulled. They got recalled because they had stuff that caused cancer in them.
They have the Axlon Incorporated. They had a connection to Atari. That was like an Atari's toy brand.
But yeah, so smells, right? We're talking about stuff that stinks and all that. So this is my number. Would you do your number 2?
Yeah.
What was your number 2? I don't remember.
Buttons McBoom Boom.
Oh yeah. So
Buttons McBoom Boom over there.
I have 3 of this figure, so I'm gonna show the original, then I'll show off the other one. So
I know what it is.
What is it?
Is it Mutagen Man?
It is not Mutagen Man.
Oh, whoa.
Mutagen Man is I wanted to put him on the list, but this one's a little better. It's Muckman.
Oh, Muckman. Yeah.
Oh, what a figure! Like
one of my favorite. He is my favorite TMNT figure.
Yeah, I think he's my favorite TMNT figure too. Like, did you know that his head pops off?
Yeah.
I didn't know that until recently.
Oh, really?
Yeah, the head pops off, and you can put the ooze in it, and it comes out his mouth. And then you can put it in his backpack, and it comes out, obviously, the front. Do you know the name of the character that sits in his back?
Eyeball Joe?
Yeah,
Joe Eyeball?
It is Eyeball Joe.
Yeah. I got him at a Stop and Shop in the toy aisle, and it was a very awesome summer. It might have been like the Batman summer, but when I talk about smells, I remember I ran out of slime.
Yeah.
So I would mix baby powder and water and pour it through his
Baby
mouth.
powder and water. Does that work?
No, it just made it like a paste. I don't know why the hell
Oh.
I did baby powder, but it was just I grabbed it, and I'm like,
So-
oh, I'm a scientist.
Yeah. And then like obviously we talked about the NECA
Oh,
cartoon.
that is gorgeous.
Cartoon glow version.
Look, I love the size of that
Yeah.
too.
Oh, you just wait. That's nothing. This is nothing compared to the Ultimate Super 7 Ultimates line. I'm hooked on this. I just ordered Metalhead and Mondo Gecko.
They're gorgeous.
Dude, it's holding up my books. That's how huge this is. So I don't even know how this is going to happen. Hold on.
Are these the ones with the kind of animated shading?
No.
No.
Nope. They're reimaginations of the original toys. The
Okay.
shading ones. Hold on. I got like Toxic Avenger comic books floating around. This is gonna end badly because it's gonna hit my lava lamp and it's gonna hit the computer. I can just see it all happening.
It's that big, huh?
It's holding up like 20 RPG books. He's huge. Did you just hear that thud?
Yeah, I did.
That was
That's a
him.
lot of weight right there.
Good thing the He-Man. So, do you have this book? The mini comic collection?
I don't have the mini comic collection. No.
Over 1,000 pages.
Yeah, they went above and beyond with that one, buddy.
This holds back the other books. Okay, so you got this is insanity. I don't even have them out of the package. So you got the original figure, right? Oh, I got. Look at the size comparison.
Wow.
This thing is massive. The Ultimate line, I am obsessed with these. I don't want to talk about it, but this thing is incredible. Talk about extra hands. He's got a couple extra hands. He's got the blaster. Eyeball Joe.
Look at Eyeball Joe painted this time.
Oh yeah,
That's gorgeous.
yeah. So like this one, this is the NECA. These ones are the ones at Target that are like they're closer to the animated series line.
Yeah.
And then the Super 7s are the look at this. How insane of a toy is this?
But it's so like it's a really nice tribute to the original figure.
Absolutely.
I got no problem with a couple of hands on a figure like that.
No, I'm
That's
obsessed.
that's a sweet spot.
I'm
What
obsessed.
what do those go for?
About $50 a pop.
Oh, that's, you know what? Given that quality and that size, I thought you were going to say like $100.
Oh no. They're you can get about 50. About 50. I didn't even bring Mutagen Man over, but I got the Entertainment Earth exclusive glow one.
The glow one. Yep.
Chef's kiss on that.
Chef's kiss.
But like you got pizza slices on it. You got like he's got a milk carton in his foot.
I used to love the milk carton and the banana on top of his head.
Yeah, he's got a banana on top of his head still. He's got bugs. He's got you could actually see the clothespin on his nose.
Yeah, they did. That's funny. There was like in the middle of the line, they went way deep into detail.
Yeah. Still got
That's great, man.
Oh yeah, this is like
you order that one online? That's not a store find, right?
No, yeah, I buy those online. I buy them from the Entertainment Earth. That's where I got. I'm waiting on the Metalhead, and the Mondo Gecko ones too.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, there's my Metalhead, but so what sold me on the Mondo Gecko one too. Like, not only he's a great figure, you can buy like a third-party stand to have him like do like skateboard tricks.
Oh, cool.
So I'm gonna actually probably bust him out and then have him like doing some cool trick.
Doing some gnarly TNC Surf Co moves.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Skate or die.
Yeah.
But yeah, like Muckman, Mutagen Man, but Muckman takes it a little bit because of Eyeball Joe.
Yeah, good choice, man.
I was a huge Wingnut and Screw Loose fan, like as a kid, and I got those. They're over there, but Muckman.
I saw those at the store the other day.
Oh, the NECA ones.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't want to get too crazy on the NECAs because I found the Ultimates, so I'm gonna take that NECA energy that I was buying up all the NECAs because I got like Bebop and Rocksteady.
Yeah.
And like I have a Mutagen Man one. Oh, yeah, he's right here. So there's a NECA Mutagen Man.
Oh, that's a cool one.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. He came with Ace Duck.
Oh yeah. It's a 2-pack, right?
Yeah, But like, I'm very weary about the NECA. They're just not made well. There's a lot of complaints about them. So rather
I wouldn't touch them a lot. I would
no,
just.
I don't. They just sit next to the lava lamp.
Yeah, on a low shelf. You know that you don't want that thing falling.
Yeah, absolutely. I was hesitant to even open them, but like, you know, the Muckman, you had to open it.
That was the issue with the McFarlane figures when I got them as a kid. As soon as I took them out of the package, the joints, something would happen with the you'd stress the plastic, and I'd have to super glue them.
Yeah, or like I had a couple of the manga spawns that the tubes would just break off.
Yep.
You know, another awesome spawn toy was the werewolf one.
Yes, that was very cool.
I want to get another one because that. Like, he had the long, like, gangly arms.
Yeah.
Like he was, like, hunched over. Like, the spine was, like, sticking out of...
That was a sculpture. Those like, the guys that made those were true sculptors.
I'm curious of the name. Curious of the name of that one. But, like, I'm not, like... I mean, every kid had Spawn #1, right?
Yeah.
But I don't know anything about... I don't know anything about the lore. So, like...
I bought a guy with the chainsaw arm. I remember I got him.
Yeah,
he was cool.
Yeah, I remember that too. Oh man, there it is. He was like, let's see. I don't want to say. Okay, I don't care about points of articulation. I need to know his name. Google. What's his name? The Mangler. Oh yeah, that makes sense.
That's the werewolf guy?
Yeah.
I remember him distinctly.
Oh yeah, I remember him. He was sick. Spawn the Mangler, Big Bad Wolf Series 7, $25 in box.
That seems not bad.
Yeah, that may be a late night purchase.
Late night click?
Yeah. Oh man, them spawns. Talk about. Oh. Yeah, like. I think I had the crutch guy too. Mangler had a lot of different paint jobs too. There was like I had the brown one, but there's like black. And no body. It's like literally like a Krang looking dude with like a gun turret head, and Scourge, and then Twitch and Sam, Zombie Spawn. I definitely had the Zombie Spawn.
I gotta go down this rabbit hole again. I gotta check these out.
Yeah, they seem like they're fairly cheap too.
Yeah.
Surprisingly, a lot of the '90s stuff that like I pick up isn't expensive.
You know what I picked up that was weird? I eventually got rid of them. The Tortured Souls.
Oh, the Clive Barker ones?
Clive Barker ones. Yeah, like the guy came with like a like a bag, like a drip bag, and he's all. Oh, those were nasty.
Yeah, I'm not yeah. Oh, like I wish I got him. Was the like the Leatherface back when he did like Leatherface?
Yeah, they were doing the movie Maniacs.
Yeah, the movie Maniacs was those are fairly expensive in package. I had a buddy who was buying them up like in high school. He had a job.
That's when all those guys came back. When Jason, Freddy, and Leatherface were hitting Spencer's hardcore. Yeah.
Yep. That Leatherface figure is like, and it's like that iconic original movie.
Yes.
Like yellow.
Does it come with the poster?
Yep.
Like
it comes with the poster
in the
with
back.
like a bone frame on the poster.
Yep. That was really cool.
Those are it. Yeah. So that's a rabbit hole I definitely want to go down to is get some more of them Spawn toys.
I'll show you my #1.
All right.
Big deal to me right here.
Oh, wow. Is that Amigo?
Remco Frankenstein, 8-inch. I also, just because I didn't have, I couldn't take them out without knocking them all over. There's also a 3 3/4-inch line of Remco monsters, plus a haunted house it comes with. But I remember this being one of my first action figures of all time. Came with a cool. I love this box, and then you see on the back here, there was a Monsterizer. I never had it, and I only had Frankenstein, but I really want to pick up Wolfman, Mummy, and Dracula. The second series are rare as diamonds. It's Phantom of the Opera and Creature from the Black Lagoon. Those are like $1,000 a piece. But this one in particular, like I had as a kid, but this one I got from like the 1992 Famous Monsters of Filmland convention in Washington, D.C.
Is that where you saw Ray Bradbury and Harryhausen?
Bradbury, Harryhausen, and Robert Bloch at one table. But this is awesome. It comes with a glow-in-the-dark ring. Oh, and there is let's see if I can get it out without.
Well, careful. Don't rip anything for entertainment purposes.
There's a patch in here. It came with an iron-on patch.
Wow.
Here it is. I got to show you this patch because it's perfect. Perfect for an 80s monster kid.
Oh, yeah. That's awesome.
Isn't that cool?
Yeah. It's tiny, too.
And this figure was cool. Like, they all have a grabbing thing where, like, you press a button on their back and they'll squeeze you to death. Glows in the dark like a champ still.
Awesome. You hit it with a black light?
Oh, it'll light your room for ages. Yeah. I love this so much. I had to get my son one. Like, this goes way back. I think these came out in like 82. This is neat. The tag on the bottom says Odd Job, $1.94. A lot of these ended up on clearance shelves, but I just look at that.
Incredible.
I found the original artwork on like Hakes Americana auction site randomly. They went for like $2,000 a piece. Like somebody bought the oil paintings.
Oh, that's not bad.
What a cool! Imagine seeing that.
Oh, absolutely.
Cool. And I love the free inside. Like, not only are you getting a figure, but you're getting a ring and a Frankenstein iron-on patch. That's my number one.
That's such
a lot of memories with this guy.
Such a random toy for 82.
Yeah, like that was the thing. Like, Universal monsters just come out every now and again randomly. They won't die.
No. Well, they did now. Did you see that the Universal Monsters Cafe or whatever it's called in where's that place? Universal Studios closed?
No, I didn't. I never got to see that.
So I'm not a huge Universal Studios fan. I've went to the one in Florida and the one in California, and I'm not a big fan of it.
I've only been to I went to Disney World for my first time.
So I've only ever gotten in a fight when someone tried soliciting me twice. One time at the Vatican, and then one time at Universal Studios over Waterworld.
Really?
Yeah.
They came on to you?
Yeah, they're like, "Oh, you want to come see the Waterworld stunt extravaganza?" And I'm like, I could try to say this without swearing, but it's like, I'll say it calmly, but I wasn't calm. Like, I hated the movie. Why would I watch the show? I'm very passionate about Waterworld. I hate that movie.
And that was at the Vatican.
No. This is
Waterworld. No, I'm joking. That would have been...
No, the Vatican. Oh, I'm never gonna live that one down. The Pope was right there.
What?
No, he was there, but we missed him. So like, because Wednesday's the Pope. Wednesdays the Pope sees the people every Wednesday.
Yeah, he comes out of the window like a cuckoo clock and says hi to everybody. Right?
Flew into Rome Wednesday night or Wednesday afternoon, and we missed him. Literally, the people were leaving as we were entering Vatican City, so we just missed him by that. So like, we got dropped off, and like, so Vatican City's weird. There's like a bunch of blocks before the actual Vatican.
Yeah.
But it's part of like Vatican City proper, which I bought a 10 euro Coke, but that's besides the point.
Oh my God.
That's a whole nother story. But yeah, so I can't believe I'm telling this story. So, yeah, so we're trying to get to the place because we already had our tickets to get in. We had our package and everything, and we already did the city tours, which is the best. Like, city tours is always the best. Every city, the red ones, I'm sure you've seen them, like in New York City and stuff.
Yeah.
I think they're called city tours. I don't know, whatever they're called. Yeah. But anyway, so go to the first block. Guy's like, "Oh, tickets, you need tickets, you need tickets, you need a bus ride. I'm like, "No, thanks." Go to literally the next block. We're like the only people coming in. And he's like, "Tickets, you need a bus ride, tickets, bus ride." No, I'm okay. Next block. All right, so this happens 5 blocks in. A guy is like asking me, and I got in his face and I screamed, and I'm not going to swear, but I did at him, and I said, "You didn't see the other 5 guys say this? Like, why would I say yes to you?" Like, I lost it on this guy, like, in Vatican City, and my wife is like, mortified.
I got 3 kids I have to buy a dinner for. I just need to sell one more ticket, my friend.
Yeah. Oh, that's a whole. Oh yeah, like in Paris, I followed around a three card Monty.
Oh
scammer.
yeah, I love that.
Yeah, it was awesome. That was a whole nother story, and it was like a roller skate convention going on at the same time. So there was
a beautiful story.
Yeah, there was like Paris is a crazy place too. There was like 1,000, 2,000 roller skaters like going around. This guy's like three card Monty and everybody, and I was watching the scam because because like he lets his buddies win. And like,
sure.
You see the friends win, and then so like off the street, you're like, oh man, this guy like is winning money. It gets you a little nibble, and then they hit you, and then they take all your money, and then they move on to the next.
I love it. I love that stuff.
So I followed him. I followed him around, watching his scam in Paris. So just random weird things that I've done in Europe. But yeah, Vatican.
I love it.
Vatican story. I'm never gonna. I like had to bless myself when I got in because I swore at a guy in the
in
Holy
Vatican City.
Yeah,
I'm sure much worse has happened there. Don't worry about it. Say two Hail Marys and an Our Father, and you're all set.
Yeah, I tried to go off the script and like go down some stairs, and the Swiss guard was like right there to stop me.
Oh yeah, they don't mess around.
No, I was freaking my wife out too because I was trying to just find the secret archives and everything. Like
where the lizard people are guarding the Ark of the Covenant.
Yeah. So
that's awesome.
Yeah. So yeah, I don't know how I went from Muckman to Vatican City.
The Vatican. All in a day's work here on Ravioli.
Oh yeah.
So what is your number one?
Oh, number one. Oh, I had them out here. So I got two copies of this, two versions. I got the original right here, and then I have I don't know where I did with them. Oh, fell over. All right. Number one changed my life. It is, yes, it's a knockoff of TMNT knockoff, but number one, Toxie.
Beautiful figure.
Toxie is the best figure ever.
I agree. He's great.
Day
He's
glow.
he's got a glow in the dark eye.
Glow in the dark eye. Day glow. Like clothes. Neon everything, obviously.
I love the paint speckles on him.
Paint speckles. Yeah, so this one isn't as paint speckly as like other ones I've seen. They got the paint speckles.
That's the thing. There was a personal touch on each one of them.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. And then like my Dr. Killamoff had like the best paint ever.
Yeah.
But like I had like most of the line as a kid, unfortunately, like as pretty much everything we've talked about on here I've lost over the years. But like, oh man,
they were tough figures. Like you couldn't break those. They're more the TMNTs.
So yep. So come to find out, Super 7 Ultimates Toxic Avenger.
Gorgeous.
Yeah.
Look at the packaging on that.
Yeah. I might have the slip too here. I'll do the. So all the Super 7s come with a slip.
Slip?
Yeah, to the top of them. So like.
They know what they're doing, man.
Yeah. So like they come like this.
Gorgeous.
Yeah, and it's got the Crusaders caution tape all around, and then you just pull it up. Yeah. So like.
I love the can grenades. Yeah. That's the thing too. With that line, man, you got a lot of accessories with the figures, and you got the little you got like the little bag. There's like a little bag with a little guy in it or something like that.
Yeah, he's here.
Oh yeah, I see him. Yeah.
He's just not in the bag. Comes with an extra head, like we talked about. More along the lines of the extra head doesn't have a bandana.
I'm totally down with extra heads. I think extra heads are a cool idea.
Extra heads I like. It's interesting, especially because like if you break them open, you can like mod them and like all that stuff. But yeah, so like this is along the lines. So this is actually interesting because we talked about like the Super 7 Ultimates going more along the lines of the toy. But this actually falls more aligned to the cartoon.
Yes, their colors and everything.
Yeah, in terms of colors and paint schemes, rather than the figure, like the original is like a little bit more day glow and stuff. But this one turns brown in sun. It has
it's reactive.
Reactive UV. I have yet to try it, but we did put him under black light, and he does glow gloriously.
That's awesome. He glows and he changes color, man.
Yep.
That is cool.
I'll take him outside. I think. I mean, it's been raining, but I think I'll do an experiment this weekend if we get a little warm. But yeah, my number one changed my life. I got Toxie as a birthday present that year, and he was just everything to me. Like,
I
great line.
loved it.
Defined my life after, like, kept the Ninja Turtle mutation in my life for longer, and pretty much defined me as because, like, then it was brand recognition, because then I got a little bit older, and then I saw Toxic Avenger for the first time, and it was like, oh, that's that toy that I had, and then
little did we, the old switcheroo.
Yeah.
They started with the nasty and then went to the kids show. The best tagline ever. They're gross, but they still get girls.
Yeah. It's like one of the worst theme songs when it comes like Toxic Crusaders, Toxic Cruise. It's like in my head, like, to this day, because I try to watch it, but, like, obviously, like, the kids have zero interest in it. So
yeah,
it's one of those ones.
There's some funny one-liners, like some old school humor in it.
Yeah. Oh, it's a great toy line too. Like,
Toy line.
Out of
and have
control.
you seen the unproduced ones?
Oh my God. Yeah.
I follow. There's some that I don't know. I forget the name, but on Instagram, it's like the family company that did all the original sculpts for TMNT.
Yeah.
And we've talked about them before, I think, in the Crusaders, and it's just so cool to see the original wax carvings.
Wild. It's insane that, like, get that much detail in wax. Like, I can barely make like a stick figure out of clay, out of Play-Doh, and these guys are like sculpting in wax, like, insane.
Muckman. That was a sculpture out of wax to begin with.
Yeah, and then, like, even think about it, like, when it comes down to, like, Warhammer figures, especially the older ones. Like, here's like a Necromunda. You can't really see it, but, like, the detail, and this was like sculpted. Hand sculpted, all those older ones.
A lot of I was reading about, like, original gaming minis, like Ral Partha and stuff like that. There was like a 17-year-old kid doing them in his garage.
Yeah,
incredible,
crazy stuff.
Well, this was awesome.
Yeah,
I could go on for hours about action figures, and I can't wait to talk about lines.
Yeah, lines is going to be an interesting one. I'm not going to really.
They're definitely the individual figures, and I was that kind of guy too. Like, I'd like to get them all together in a big melee, but the thought of the line, the sum of the parts.
Well, that's the thing. So like Snake Eyes, like G.I. Joe's not going to make my list, but Snake Eyes did, you know. So it's going to be interesting to see, especially for you, because a lot of your stuff, you're like off the wall about, like, all over the place with yours in a good way, though. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I know. I liked during that, like, 82 to 87, you can't go wrong, man.
Yeah.
They were just except Visionaries.
You don't like them?
They look like old men.
Did we talk about
this? They look like old men.
But was that on Wax Packs or was that offline?
I think it was Wax Packs, or I don't know. I don't remember. But
we talked about it.
Such a cool idea. But why did they go and make them all look like weird uncles? They're like all graybeards.
Well, that's like their younger is the King Arthur and the Knights of the Round.
That's right.
Where they're like the football team that gets transported to Arthurian Legends time.
Yeah.
They're kind of like the Visionaries ish, but younger.
That was cool.
That's a good line.
That was cool when that came out.
Mm-hmm. A little Mark Twain, a little Connecticut, King Arthur's Court. Isn't that what it is?
Yeah, a Yankee in King Arthur's Court.
Is it a Yankee? I thought they changed it. I thought it was like at first like a nutmegger or something.
Yeah, something. It had something to do with Connecticut.
Connecticut Yankee, perhaps.
Perhaps. I think there you go. Yeah. Look at us all learned.
Well, like Mark Twain's buried in my hometown.
Oh, really?
Yep. Yeah, a Connecticut Yankee in King Arthur's Court.
King Arthur's Court.
Yep.
So, what's your schedule for the rest of the weekend? Tell the people at home one more time.
Oh, Lord. Schedule for the rest of the weekend. We got tomorrow, same bet time, same bet channel, 9:00 p.m. Eastern, is Death Grinder TV, Neon Lords of the Toxic Wasteland Adventure. Think Running Man, Smash TV. Kind of vibe to it. Meets Double Dare. And then Sunday morning is the secret special stream of a streaming event for the ages That
2 hours of power.
2
Neon
hours
Lords
of
Toxic
power.
Wasteland.
That's a 9 a.m. stream, so that's an early one. So
that's my RPG church group.
Yeah.
It's Sunday mornings we gather when we roll the dice. So I got some first timers hitting the Toxic Wasteland. They've already got characters. Got a robust group of players and party members. So
make sure you wake up early Sunday morning. Watch what was the cartoon we talked about, the Christian claymation?
Hey, Davey.
Yeah, Davey and Goliath.
Davey and Goliath.
Yeah, so watch a couple episodes of Davey and Goliath and then hit us up 9 a.m. on Sunday. So
9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. We'll be ready to roll for 2 hours of power in the Toxic Wasteland with some of the craziest guys you'll ever meet.
Yeah, it's gonna be fast and furious. There's gonna be no filler, all killer, no filler on that one for sure.
And way too much Ronald Reagan impersonations. I can already see that coming down the pike with my main man BC.
Yeah, he's gonna be a cyberskin.
Of course.
Very cool.
Of course.
So we got a couple minutes. What do you want? You got anything you got going on?
What do I got going on? Well, we got all of our secret stuff going on. I think this weekend I want to hit up a couple of estate sales. I'm kicking myself. I found a box of VHS tapes. They were home, like retirement parties and stuff. So I'm going to spend this summer looking for home movies. I'm going to do something with that.
Be careful.
But thinking about for the fall, you brought up a good point about expanding Darkest Dice. I want to do something little, not a huge project, just a good filler.
Well, I think if you do Advanced Darkest Dice as a chick track, I don't see anything wrong with that. So you have both of them right there.
I really want to do WHPA, the show, like clips, viewer clips. So I know a couple of people have contacted me and they're working on stuff for that. Do some compilation, do some analog weird signal interruption stuff. But
yeah, there was something I was going to do for it. There's something else I was going to take a picture of. But yeah, like that signal station or the signal boost down the road from me, that's wild, huh?
Awesome.
Yeah,
we'll
have to go there, and then I'll have to, because that's actually on the way to the the vortex, the paranormal vortex.
Yeah.
In Watertown's Area 51.
We're gonna have a blast.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know. It looks like you too, man. I've been going down that Art Bell hole again, man.
Yeah. So it's interesting because So I've been on the Art Bell. Actually, there's something I want to ask you too. So that reminds me of it. So Art Bell. A huge kick. Been on it for a few weeks now. Back on the Art Bell, Ghost to Ghost, and then when I was on, when your cousin was on Pizza Party.
Yeah, Marty
Royale was on Pizza Party. He said you see the Rockies, you're on the air, and it struck a chord because it's like that idiosyncrasy that we got going on that because I've been on the Art Bell kick, but the Art Bell kick actually opened up Ed and Lorraine Warren videos. As a Connecticuter, a nutmegger yourself, what do you feel about the Warrens? What's your Warrens?
I love the Warrens. Unfortunately, I never got to see them. My wife saw Lorraine speak at UConn. She was doing a speaking tour there, and my wife got to meet her before we met. And allegedly, you said that haunted memorabilia museum is still out. It was always one of those things. Oh, we'll go next year. Because they used to speak. They were very accessible.
Yeah.
Especially after, what was the movie, Haunting in Connecticut or something?
The Conjuring.
Yeah.
Which is kind of cool.
And the Haunting in Connecticut too. That was the thing. I think they were.
I thought Haunting in Connecticut was Salem times. Yeah, the Kingdom of Nye.
I think you're right. Maybe I'm thinking about the Conjuring, but. I wanted to go see that. And okay. So to that point, somebody sent me an email. The Annabelle doll, the Raggedy Ann doll, is going to be at the casino.
They're moving
on display. Temporarily going to be at the casino down the street. So
I actually watched an episode. So Tony Sparrow is he married the Warrens' daughter. So he's the son-in-law. And in the 90s, they did. It sounds like because they've uploaded all these old episodes to YouTube on the official Ed and Lorraine Warren channel, and it sounds like it's like a public access show that they did, like Seekers of the Unknown or Seekers of the Paranormal or something. Cause
with Ed and Lorraine or with the kids?
Tony Sparrow is the moderator
Okay.
for it, and then he has Ed and Lorraine on there talking about wild stuff, and then like he's like obviously they both died, so like the newer episodes is just like him, and then like he like goes through the like that one I sent you about that that weird idol thing. He goes through and talks about it and stuff, but one of them is they have to move the Annabelle doll into like a different house because it's crazy to like, it's insane. I mean, I don't like, like the paranormal and stuff, like I don't want to mess with all that, but like they had to re-shellac it or re-stain it, but they add holy water to the stain of the house that it's in, the housing that it's in, and like on the inside they have like the Lord's Prayer like carved into it to keep, like how crazy is that? So the guy like douses his hands in holy water just to grab the doll, like puts gloves on, douses his hands in holy water, takes
that was real. That's shiver.
Yeah, it's in. You gotta watch it. Like, and then
I gotta watch it.
And then again. people in the comments are asking, which I thought I don't know why they haven't done this, a 24-hour live feed on the Annabelle doll to see if it moves in its case. I'm
getting the chills. I love this stuff, but I still get nervous.
But like, yeah, like, he's the only I don't know if it is true now, but 7 demonologists in the world at the time, and he was the only non-clergyman.
Oh, really?
Yeah, Ed Warren was the only Vatican guy that was a demonologist. I thought that was pretty interesting. Like
my next order, it popped up on my Instagram feed, of course, because it listens to what I say.
Mm-hmm.
There's a record from a record company that just came out. It's a live exorcism, field recordings of exorcisms.
Interesting. They have a lot of videos on there, exorcist videos where they blur out the face and stuff. Wild stuff.
I can't do it.
Well, they went because Ed and Lorraine like they're we talked about sequels going to Japan. Ed and Lorraine Ward go to Japan about these haunted tunnels, and they ended up getting asked to do perform an exorcism, and they recorded it. And the girl talks to him in English.
Stop! It's too late. It's too late. That's if you want to get me. It's the exorcism stuff.
But the girl's is Japanese, and never spoken English, doesn't know any English in her whole life. But then
I'm in my basement. It's 11 o'clock at night.
How do you think I feel? This is still unknown territory. I don't know if this house is haunted yet.
Yeah, I know. It's new, huh?
But this is... I've been trying to talk to you, but you've been so busy. We haven't talked about this stuff.
I've been doing exorcisms.
But, yeah. And then, it's just crazy. It's crazy to think that, the church, believes in them, it's a thing. But then, how do you explain it? How do you explain, I don't know, because I'm not going to sit here and say, they're real
Centuries.
or they're... Huh?
Centuries.
Well, yeah, but, the language, they'll just start talking fluent
That's
Latin.
That's the one thing I don't understand.
Yeah, because that's...
When it comes to the whole thing, everything else can be falsified.
Right, exactly. Well, that's even, Ed and Lorraine talk about, too, is, they... Because, obviously, they get a lot of hoaxsters. They calling them up, trying to get them. But then they knew... Yeah, they knew who was, legit and stuff, when it came to, their things. But there was a place in Connecticut, Carousel Gardens restaurant. Have you ever heard of it?
No, I haven't.
So I don't even know if it's around anymore. This is, in the 90s. They would say the owner of it was on the show with them. And, it was, a happy haunt, right? Like Haunted Mansion, happy haunts. So they were jovial spirits. They would throw dimes. Dimes would materialize and get tossed at people. And the guy has a whole jar full. He's like, I got hundreds of these dimes that just materialize and get pelted at people.
All right, Seymour, Connecticut. All right, I gotta look this up.
Does it exist still?
Carousel Gardens.
Yeah, it was like a mansion back in the day, and then like
Okay, it closed in 2009.
dang. So
But
like,
I can still go check out. All right,
who owns the house?
2009.
I know this is like what an end of the episode, haunted New England. Oh, then like that guy never sent me that strange Connecticut book that I was gonna send out to you.
Oh yeah. No, I can. Thank you. I can find a copy of that.
Yeah.
There's a lot for a small town. I mean, for a small state.
Well, so like Waterford, Ed Warren said is Grand Central Station for ghosts.
Waterford.
Waterford, Connecticut.
That's where I live.
yeah. He says Waterford. Yeah.
You're messing with me.
I swear to God, I just watched the episode.
Waterford, not Waterbury.
No,
not
Waterford.
Watertown. Waterford, huh?
Yeah, I'll pull up the episode and I'll.
All right, I got to look into this. I did see. I was watching one of those paranormal shows, like one of the kind of low budget ones, about a demonic entity in a house, and we found it. It's the street behind me.
Nice. So, what's your thoughts on Amityville?
That's tough.
Because there's a lot on both sides.
What's his name? Richie.
Like Mancuso or something.
Yeah, that's what it was. The book scared me. The movie scared me. Get out! But who really knows, man? I don't know. That's one of the scariest episodes of In Search Of. You ever watch that show?
I mean, forever ago. That's the Leonard Nimoy one.
Yeah, that was a very scary episode. But I don't know,
because like it makes sense. It makes sense that like he bought in over his head on the property, makes up a sensational story.
Sure.
I mean, but like I don't know. There's even, I mean, like there's there's even speculation that like the it was a hoax all along, like the bodies. But the guy's in jail though.
Is he in jail?
Yeah.
For fraud?
No.
The murderer.
Yeah, the murderer's in jail.
Oh, okay. All right.
But like he's got interviews and stuff. So I don't know. That's a whole thing. But like,
I don't know. I think things soak into the wood. You know, the mojo soaks in, and it's just like it's almost like an olfactory thing.
Well, yeah, but plus like
sensitive enough, you'll smell it.
Yeah, but plus like they talk about how like a family can move into a house, like a haunted house, and like nothing happened, but then another family moves in and all hell breaks loose because it all really comes into like how much like energy you put forth towards it, you know, and all that stuff. It's interesting because everyone like that's the big thing. Everyone says, well, Amityville, like there hasn't been any hauntings since then. It's like, well, one, how do you know? They could be keeping it secret because like the new owners maybe don't want the publicity.
I knew kids in college. I went to college with a lot of kids from Long Island.
Yeah.
And they say that was like this, nobody wanted to live in the house, not because of the ghost, but because of the attention.
Yeah, absolutely. So
every Halloween, people would destroy that place.
Yeah, of course. So like, why would they say that it's haunted now? You know, but then
you have a bunch of knuckleheads knocking at your door.
Yeah.
Cosplaying Michael Myers and stuff.
Yeah. I don't know. Nobody knows.
In your backyard.
Yeah.
Being on your pumpkins. We got it. We should have a supernatural episode.
Oh,
There's
absolutely.
a couple of things we got to talk about.
Yeah, I mean, episode 10 is the season finale. So we're gonna have the Neon Maniacs on, and they're all gonna talk about their favorite movies. And
awesome.
Bring a complimentary dish essentially to pass. So like a potluck episode.
How you had a good veal parm the other day?
Yeah, it was all right.
What too soggy? What? No.
Nah, it was a sub. It was a veal parm sub. So they fried the veal. It was like frozen veal patties, just fried up. Put some mozzarella.
You make a good point. A veal parm grinder sub, whatever you will. It's when you really want veal, but when you have it, it's never this. Very rarely do you come across a very good veal sandwich.
It wasn't like the worst thing I've ever had, but
sure.
it wasn't like out of this world.
You have regular grind, like regulars. You know what a regular is?
No.
Like a regular grinder, regular sub.
Like just a whole sub?
No, so like around here, if you go to a pizza shop, a pizza house, and you say, "I want a small regular,"
yeah,
that's salami.
Okay.
That's a salami grinder around here, regular. Everywhere you go, it's like, you know, whatever, steak bomb.
Yeah, I was gonna ask you about the steak bomb.
Yeah, they're good.
Yeah, I've had one. Yeah.
But around here on the menu, you know, amongst all the titles, there's regular, and it's salami.
No, I've never heard that.
Not just there'll be regular, and then there'll be Genoa. So It's the two different salamis.
Yeah. Do you you have Amados in Connecticut?
Amados.
It's like an Italian like food. They usually show up at gas stations. Like
no.
They're all
Amados is a toy store, an old school toy store in Middletown, Connecticut.
No, this is different. I was just curious. Yeah, steak bombs. Like up in New Hampshire, we would always go to a place and get the steak bombs.
Over in Rhode Island, just across the border, they got a lot of roast beef sandwich places.
Yeah, I've noticed that. What's up with that?
I don't know, but I'll tell you what. One of the last meat sandwiches I had was at a place called the Beef Barn in Smithfield, Rhode Island. It's like an old school barn. The prices are still the 1960s. They just moved it down the street. They rebuilt it. Oh, so good. So awesome. Good. Forget Arby's.
Yo, yeah, absolutely. Like, yeah, I don't know what it was. Like, just traveling and stuff, I've noticed that Rhode Island, like a lot of roast beef places.
Rhode Island's got awesome food, from seafood to remember I asked you what about hot dogs? The New York system hot dog. It's a style. So there's a bunch of New York system places, some of them not even connected. They're not franchised. It's just a style.
Right. And
what it is like a chili dog, but they use celery salt amongst some other things. Very, very good. Very,
it's not like a dirty water dog?
No, they cook them on a grill.
Interesting.
I think it's a grill cooked dog, the mustard, onions, chili, and the celery salt, and complemented by a Jesus, I'm gonna jump out the window if I don't remember. What is it called? A coffee milk.
Coffee milk.
Coffee milk. Coffee flavored. You know, like instead of chocolate milk, they do the coffee syrup.
With a hot dog?
Yeah. All the places sell the dogs and the coffee milk. It's like
a combo together?
It's a combo.
That's interesting. I've never
destroys your insides.
Oh, I bet.
But it's great going down.
That's interesting, especially all that caffeine too.
Oh, I don't think it's caffeine. It's just like a coffee flavored syrup.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Oh, I'm crashing.
Yeah, I got you. I know you're dying to get off. I've noticed.
I'm not dying to get off.
I know, I'm just messing with you.
I'm tired. I love this.
I wanted to hit you up on the Ed and Lorraine because especially on all those episodes, half the time they're talking about Connecticut places.
I'm guilty. I'm guilty about my knowledge of. I love it. It's my life. The supernatural gaming and all that. But like, there's like supernatural action figures and gaming, and I never went to go visit them, and I'll never have the chance. I'll kick myself.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's an old state, man. You know, original 13 colonies.
Yeah.
A lot of history. I mentioned it before. Down the street, not too far from where I am, there was witch activity. There was burnings and stonings. They stoned a 14-year-old girl to death. We have a lot of ancient cemeteries, you know, with just the death's head and stuff. I sent you the article the other day about they found the dead body in the cemetery.
Yeah, whatever happened with that?
No information yet. I'm looking into that, but that's where all my Fairhaven stuff takes place. So that's pretty creepy.
Yeah. Well, it's like I don't know, like you know, like the trope where like the author's writing stuff that comes true. Yeah.
I got to be careful.
Yeah.
But it's going to be a good summer. I got a couple weeks left.
Yep.
Before I can really jump into the summer, and it's going to be a summer of a lot of writing. I'm looking forward to it.
We definitely got to figure out how we're going to do the Ravioli for Randy, like in studio type thing. How we're going to set that up.
What do you mean, at the con?
Yeah.
we'll get that going. It's gonna be awesome.
Yeah.
It's gonna be nuts.
It's gonna be wild,
So
especially.
psyched for that.
Yeah, I know.
I'm already packing stuff. Like I got my case ready, getting everything set up, making orders.
Oh, I have a con in like 2 weeks, and I'm like not even ready for it.
Where's that gonna be?
It's right here in Watertown, New York.
Okay, cool.
It's like NOCO Con, like North Country Convention. It's like, I don't know. We'll see. Hopefully, it's gonna be a good turnout. But
Have you been before?
no, I have not. But they just released PAX Unplugged dates, so it's like
Awesome.
December 2nd.
I've been. Was that in Massachusetts?
It's
Down
in,
Boston,
Philly.
Philly this year.
I think it's in Philly every year.
I want to go down to the drive-in.
I know. You know, last year, Billy Bob or Billy Joe Briggs or however.
Yeah.
He did his drive-in movie marathon there last year.
There.
Yeah, but they had to move it. They moved it to like Tennessee this year because I guess it rained so much that like they they couldn't.
You couldn't depend on it.
Yeah, he was miserable. I guess it was all muddy and stuff because he just did Hack the Movies and Cinemassacre like he just did like the Philly circuit of YouTube shows.
He's like he's bigger than he's ever been.
Oh, Joe Bob Briggs. Thank you.
Joe Bob, yeah.
I'm awful with his name. I can never remember it. I just remember Monster Vision, and whatever his show is on Shudder, which I actually watch it all the time.
I haven't watched it yet. It's on Shudder.
Yeah, it's phenomenal.
I'm trying to catch up on all the crazy stuff you've taught me about over the past couple of months.
Yeah. There's a lot of stuff. And I sent you that. Did you watch the Behind the Music Weird Al one?
Oh, absolutely.
Oh,
It's
heartbreaking.
awesome.
Heartbreaking though, because his parents died on accident.
Carbon monoxide poisoning.
Yeah, in a house that he bought him. So he like blames himself. So like having his parents on there was it's like, oh.
They were really supportive of him growing up and all that too. You could tell he was really close and grateful for him. But
yeah,
hey, I think he mentions it too. He's like, they went in peace.
Yeah, he did.
Fell asleep.
Yeah.
But although, I bet he'd be. I told you, I went to go see him a couple weeks ago. It was a great show. Elvis wore the shirt to school today. Got the concert shirt.
Awesome. Yeah, so that's like 99, right? So that Behind the Music was in 99.
Oh, was that? I was wondering. That's funny that you met. I was going to ask you about that. I was watching. I remember I saw it when it came out. Yeah, but that was 99, huh?
Yep, and Running with Scissors is his latest album on it, and that's the tour I saw him at.
That's the one, huh?
Yep. Yeah, Running with Scissors tour, 1999. I was road crew for that.
I was after I saw him, I started to go down to Dr. Demento.
Oh yeah, I was gonna ask you about Dr. Demento too.
I had a tape. My friend, my best friend growing up, Chris, the one I went to go see Weird Al with, had a tape. He probably got it at a truck stop somewhere. It's like the best of Dr. Demento, and they just don't novelty songs, man.
Well, that's like Bobby Pickett we were talking about.
Yeah. Remember the not the cartoons, the commercials, where it's like Ray Stevens or
Oh yeah.
All that stuff.
They called him the Street.
The Street. That's exactly the one. Exactly, I was gonna say. Oh yes, they call him the Street.
And like it's me again, Martha. Are you naked?
And you hear the old people laughing in the background.
God, yeah, I'm gonna watch those commercials.
You know everything I'm talking about. I love it.
Yeah, I know because my grandpa loves Ray Stevens. Is it Ray Stevens?
What? Yeah, I think so.
I feel like that's the guy who wrote like Where the Sidewalk Ends.
That's Shel Silverstein. He was a cool dude.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
He wrote a lot of the best songs ever.
Yeah.
Boy Named Sue being one of them. Let's see, Ray. Is it Ray? Yeah, it's Ray Stevens.
Yeah, I know. I'm just messing with you. I knew it was Ray Stevens.
He's still alive.
Oh, really?
He is the comedy king of Music City.
Oh, of course he is. It's like
Harold Ray Ragsdale.
That's a name.
83 years old.
83. Wow. That's I can't wait. I'm gonna bust out all those commercials.
That could be one, man. That could be a show. Commercials of the 1980s, like the music ones.
Like I was, like we were talking about 900 numbers and the Boglins one, and you could get the holographic cards. I looked on eBay. I've been trying to find like at least one of those Bogman cards, and they are like not a thing you can find.
I'm going to add that to my search list. So that's going to be added to my search list. And the other is the Commander USA fan club. Groovy Movies.
I didn't even think about looking for fan club stuff.
That's I'm going to start digging fan club stuff. And we've already talked about this like the first time we hung out.
Mm-hmm.
But video membership cards.
Yeah, I found my wife's Blockbuster card when we were moving, but I couldn't find mine, unfortunately.
The first episode of Stranger Things, not a spoiler. What's his name?
Dustin.
No. With the
Will.
Dustin's. No. The older guy.
Oh, Steve.
Steve works at a video store.
Oh yeah. I did know that. I think they talk about it or.
Dude, well, I cannot wait to talk to you.
I want to watch it. And Obi-Wan Kenobi came out too.
Yes, yeah. There's a lot of stuff coming out. A Willow remake?
Yeah, I don't know how I feel about that.
Who asked for a Willow remake? You got Willow.
But why though?
That's what I'm saying. Who asked for it?
Yeah, oh yeah. I see what you're saying. So like, because I watched it and it's like, okay, it's just generic fantasy.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean,
it was a great George Lucas fantasy movie. I saw it in the theater. I remember it very, very distinctly. A great movie, but that's
cool
all
bad
it needs.
guys.
Hiawatha, Willawatha, like Tawatha, like.
Let it be. Yeah.
Warwick Davis is awesome, and like I mean, obviously I like him in anything, but like, there's no need for it. I don't think I'm even gonna watch it. I have zero.
No, I'm not gonna see it. Give him a new vehicle.
Yeah. I mean, he does. I mean, Troll. Let's get another Troll movie going.
That was so awesome.
Like Troll 15. Like let him loose.
I really love that
old
movie.
folks home. What, Troll?
I really love that movie.
Or no, Leprechaun, not Troll.
I like Troll.
Troll
very
2
much.
is. Have you seen Troll 2?
Yeah.
It's phenomenal.
Awesome.
It's absolutely phenomenal movie.
I've watched it several times. None of it out of comedy.
No, unironically. Have
That's
you watched
like
the documentary on
like
the making of it?
Yeah.
That's amazing too.
It
like
is.
The dentist.
Perfect Sunday after. Yeah, the dentist. That was perfect.
Yeah.
Like perfect Saturday afternoon junk food. Love it.
Remake
Definitely.
some of the bad movies that had potential. Absolutely. So like, okay, where's the Killer Clowns from Outer Space sequel?
Another completely underrated movie.
So
it's high time for that.
I mean, it's a little late now, but I wouldn't mind a Buckaroo Banzai remake.
There's so much to pursue there.
Yeah, absolutely. There's that whole serialization.
You could make that a new movie.
Right, that's what I'm saying. So
Yeah.
like a new Buckaroo Banzai, not Peter Weller because obviously he's like old as dirt. He could not be Buckaroo Banzai anymore. But
I didn't see Blade Runner. Did you? The new one?
Yeah, I saw the new one.
How is it?
It's all right.
Yeah.
Blade Runner is another movie that like it's a product of its time that like doesn't need anything else. It's perfect as is in a bottle, I guess. I don't know how to explain it. Like
I think that's a nice way to put it.
It doesn't
keep
need
it in a bottle.
It doesn't need anything else. Like it doesn't need an expanded universe.
Nope. The story is told.
Yeah, exactly.
The story is told. Indiana Jones
does not need another Indiana Jones
Come on.
movie. Crystal Skull was the worst. So like Indiana Jones to me is a 40s like relic seeker, like, but it always has that biblical tie to it.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, granted, like Temple of Doom doesn't, but Ark of the Covenant, Holy Grail, like, and then Crystal Skull just went too far. I don't even know, like, what's the new one even about?
I don't know. I didn't even look, but let sleeping dogs lie. There's three Indiana Jones movies.
Absolutely, and that's always there's gonna be 3. I saw Crystal Skull in the drive-in with
I never saw it.
With You Don't Mess with the Zohan.
Oh my god! Wow.
Yeah, that was the last time I went to the drive-in. If that helps, but
my wife's a big Sandler fan. Fan.
Okay, so I hate Adam Sandler.
Uncut Gems. You see that?
No.
That's a weird one. That's something else.
I'm not a huge fan because like
Not a comedy.
Well, yeah. See, that's the point. Like.
Yeah.
But like, I mean, I went to school, and you went to school, of course, right? during the time of the Ace Venturas and the Billy Madisons. You know how many times I've heard like lines from that movie as a kid?
Ace Ventura. That I was the Ace Ventura guy.
Oh my God, were you like Bumblebee Tuna?
Couldn't get enough.
I'd like to ask you a question.
Ventura.
Alrighty then.
Ventura. Yes, Satan? Oh,
Yeah.
sorry, Mr. Chickadance. I mistook you for someone else.
Yeah, thanks. So, like, I do not like either of those movies because they were
I
quoted,
loved Ace Ventura when it
quoted
came
to
out.
death. I mean, Cannibal Corpse is in Ace
Yeah.
Ventura. So, like...
I was a huge Living Color fan when that came out. So
absolutely.
Jim Carrey at his prime, that was just neat.
Fire Marshal Bill. Yeah.
That was a big party thing as a kid, doing Fire Marshal Bill. Like making my gums dry up on top.
Yeah.
Sticking out your neck. You're having a barbecue? God, we're getting dumb.
Yeah, that's what people like to see 3 hours.
that's what they're sticking around for an hour, 2.5 for. Me doing
Fire
Ace
Marshal
Ventura.
Bill.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't even know how we got on this subject. Oh, yeah, because we were talking about straight. Yeah,
We're going on the list of all the movies that they're remaking again.
Well, that's the thing. Like, yeah, like there's so many things that need to be rediscovered that we don't need another Blade Runner. But the problem is, it's a popular movie, so they're gonna make things that are popular. They're not gonna.
Well, everybody's buying old stuff now.
Well,
I mean,
yeah, but plus, I mean, especially now, like with like studios like don't know what's gonna like sell or not. They're not gonna put their money into a Buckaroo Banzai remake.
That's a niche crowd right there.
That's the niche of the niche. Like
they got to do a Kickstarter for that one.
yeah. Good luck with that. So like that's the thing. Like, and what was the? Oh, Fight Club. You know, there's like a bunch of Fight Club comics.
No.
Yeah, there's like
really?
3 or 4 that Chuck Palahniuk actually wrote. So like they're canon to the movie.
Oh wow. Okay.
So like. Oh,
well, that's interesting.
Yeah, why didn't those ever get made into movies?
Yeah. That's worthy.
Yeah, and then like there's the the Big Trouble in Little China meets Escape from New York books.
Are there really?
Yeah, so you can do Jack Burton and Snake Plissken team up to fight.
Wait, you talking about the role-playing games?
No, they're comic books.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
I like that idea.
Around somewhere. That'd be a cool movie.
I gotta look into these role-playing games that are coming out, man. Rambo?
Oh, I downloaded their quick start.
There's one Rambo.
Yeah, there's scenarios for the modern D20 system, like Everyday Heroes or whatever.
So you're basically playing Vietnam.
Well, yeah. They Hyper Sigil says they're redoing Toxic Avenger. They are. Peter Dinklage is in it.
Oh, I heard that. Yeah.
Yeah, they're remaking it. Supposedly, it's going to be awesome, but
Peter Dinklage is sweet. He's a great actor.
Oh yeah, he's awesome. But we'll see. We'll see now. But I don't know if it's got the Trauma stamp of approval.
Which I think it does.
It has to.
Yeah, they're not, All right.
They're not messing around.
Nah.
So.
No.
Yeah, well, I mean, people are tuning out, people are leaving, so we can call it at that. So, yeah.
I think this is a good one.
Oh, absolutely.
I had fun.
Yeah, it was
I'm looking forward to number 10. Number 10 is going to be awesome.
Yeah, it's going to be a wild ride. I'm going to have to moderate something because everyone's going to be trying to talk over each other, I think. So we'll have to figure it out. We're going
to use the mute button on that. We're going to have to pass the talking stick around.
Well, yeah, and yeah.
I got to figure out a dish. To bring. I might get one of those like 1960s the recipe cards.
Uh-huh.
Like I'll do like a hot dog casserole or something.
Like the Jello.
I always wanted to collect those. I missed out on those in a couple of Salvation Armies, like the little containers, like the wildlife cards, but they're all like Jello molds and stuff like that.
Yeah, did you ever see like the radioactive dishware?
Yes, listen. Elvis has a little keychain with the black light on it, and he's been bringing it around when we go out because we want to find those. My friend, another guy I work with, he found some not too long ago.
I know my grandparents had some. I don't know if they still do.
Yeah,
I'll have to look, because that's where I got I'll just head over there and start taking this stuff.
Just start taking this stuff.
Yeah. That's how I got the Vextrex. But then my grandpa said I couldn't touch the Genesis because he still plays it. I was like, oh.
Your grandfather plays the Genesis?
Yeah, he plays like the helicopter, Desert Strike and Urban
Oh,
Strike.
I remember Desert Strike.
Yeah.
You know what was awesome on that? Rambo 3.
I don't think I've ever even seen Rambo.
Good game.
On it.
Good game.
We'll have to do I'd like to do a gaming episode with you just to see like what what you would like talk about. I'm very interested.
A boy and his blob.
Feed it jelly beans and it just does random things.
And there's no code or key to it. You just got to keep on trying.
Yeah, but
because you never know. That's a weird game, man.
Yeah. See, that's why I want. I save it because I want to know.
Oh, I got a couple that you'll love.
Yeah, I could see you being a Maniac Mansion fan.
Not everybody I meet says that. If people have said that before, I've never played it. I got to look through a walkthrough of that.
Yeah, I mean, just download the ROM.
Yeah, I should.
And just play through Maniac Mansion. Put the hamster in the microwave.
Now I'm going to do that this week.
We'll play Maniac Mansion.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
I know, like, oh man, another channel I watch is My Retro Life.
Yeah.
Have you ever seen this?
No.
This kid, well, he's like our age now. His dad videotaped everything.
Really?
Yeah. Oh my God. And then everything. And they were obsessed with video games. So like, it's his life growing up, like with video games. And then and his mom actually beat Maniac Mansion, and she shows up on an episode and talks about it. But like,
that's really cool. What is this called? My Retro Life?
My Retro Life. Yeah. The dad died a few years back. So of course, like, I'm already like in my feels about it and everything, because like, like being a father and stuff, it's like
sure
like,
oh, I know. I mean, I'm the kind of guy that gets sad watching unsolved mysteries, not because of the murder, but because I look up the witnesses, the people that they interview, and I realize that they died 6 years ago.
yeah, I'm the same way. So like you got to get that out, but like it's just, and then like it's like bittersweet.
Yeah, it adds a melancholy kind of lens to it.
But like how he puts his dad in such high regards too. It's like something you want to achieve in life,
That's very interesting to me. I'll check that out.
Yeah, I know. I feel bad for all these people. They're like, what the hell is going on with this episode?
I might be able to find a copy. My dad and mom for Christmas gave my sisters and I all of the VHS tapes there. They put them on a drive.
Oh, you know what? I think we might have all of ours on DVD. I'm gonna have to get a copy because now I got.
We should maybe take a look at that. I know on there will be my 8th grade project called "The History of Horror," filmed in Cedar Grove Cemetery.
Yes, I need to.
It's a documentary I did in 8th grade.
So is that going to be a Ravioli for any episode of Home Videos?
Oh man, you never know. That might be something.
That'd be interesting. It's easily doable.
Be covered in tears by the end of it. Right. So I can't watch that stuff. My sisters watch all the time. I can't.
You don't watch it?
No, I don't know. I will again sometime.
We used to watch them
We used to watch them all the time.
Yeah, same. We used to watch them all the time, and then then we just obviously grew up, so we didn't watch them anymore. But it was like always, like someone always had a camcorder. Watch My Retro Life. I'll send you the link after this, so please. You don't forget, because like it hits home too, especially if you watched did a lot of home videos. It's
we did.
It hits you in that feel, especially like, I don't know. I'm not gonna spoil it. It's very good. You ever watch the Goldbergs? Have we talked about?
Everybody tells me I should watch that show.
It's like a real life. It's like the real life Goldbergs, not like so corny and goofy, but like it's got that Goldbergs feel.
It's the real thing, right?
And and it's the quality is great. It's great production.
Found a camp. I grabbed it the other day. I'm gonna see what I can do with it.
Yeah, I think we were talking about it.
Yeah.
Figure that out. So, but yeah, so we'll call it at that. We're almost at our 3-hour mark, so we got to fill a quota here. So I'll be on tomorrow night running Death Grinder TV. Some poor saps through that.
I got my parents' 51st wedding anniversary. We're going out to dinner tomorrow night, but
nice. Getting the filet
I'll catch up on that later on. I'm gonna get it. We're going out to Thai food, so
Oh,
this place in town, I get a whole fish.
oh,
Get a whole
nice.
fried fish. He
I
did eyeballs.
I do the I do the pad thai with duck.
Always get with duck.
Yeah.
I always get pad thai. So
Gotta.
tomorrow night I'm gonna change it up a little bit. I had pad thai with crab meat for the first time the other night.
How was that?
Good, very good.
I've done shrimp and duck are my big pad
Yep.
thais.
Yep. I used to like getting a duck from this place, but I'm gonna get the fish
You
tomorrow.
get like Peking duck.
Yeah. I
So
love
like
that.
another story real quick. I hate it, but like it's interesting stuff. But like I'm tired too. I want to go to bed. But in Europe,
I never get tired of your story.
why like? But yeah. Anyway, but
I love talking to you.
yeah, I
can
appreciate it.
do
I
this
like
for hours.
yeah, definitely. I'm very interested into like talking. I love chatting with you. We always have like good things to say. I mean, 5 people are still watching, so that ain't half bad.
Hi guys, thanks.
So must be saying something right. So Chinese food in Europe is very different. So like we would go to this place called Tea Garden in Germany, and I would get chicken and duck, but like it's like like they pound it out flat like a schnitzel.
Like a cutlet, yeah.
Yeah, like a cutlet, and then they slice it long ways, so you got nice long strips of like the it's like essentially fried duck.
So you're not getting the gristle or the fat, like it's just pure meat.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's really good. It's really good. But then, man, we would go to this place, this German restaurant, like traditional German restaurant, called it the Pirate Restaurant, because it was like it had like a turret outside. Obviously, it wasn't a pirate restaurant, but it was like a hunting lodge, I think, was like
Yeah,
the
I love
shtick.
stuff like that,
Yeah.
man.
Oh, it was like the schnitzel was off the plate. I swear, like they were like this big.
That's when I was eating meat, I'd eat. So we had a place in town. It was only open for like 2 years, called the Sea Hund, which means like the seal or something like that, the sea lion. And I held a couple of Drinking and Dragons there, and it was just like that. It was like it was a small place, like a lodge. The big boots of beer, and the schnitzel and the sausage platters. Oh, that's where Elvis wanted his birthday.
That's where in Nuremberg they have the like the world's largest sausage house.
In Nuremberg?
Yeah. It might not be Nuremberg. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's Nuremberg. We'd go to Nuremberg.
I was in Berlin.
Oh, Berlin.
Spent a month in Berlin and Bremen.
Berlin is amazing. Like the museum district on the island in the middle.
Yeah. I was in Prince Augsburg, right by the walls, like the artsy section.
Yeah, we stayed in a hotel when we went there. It was like the most expensive hotel we ever stayed at. It was next door to Sony Records.
Oh wow.
So it was pricey. You could order a DJ to come to your room.
Oh, you live in large.
Yeah, it was like 2 nights. So like we were like whatever. We splurged a little bit on the Berlin.
You got to do it.
Yeah, I bought some pretty good Magic cards there too.
I landed there on September 9th, 2001.
Oh wow, you just made it.
I was stuck. They wouldn't let me out.
Yeah, but that's okay. It's Germany.
Oh yeah, they were very nice. I had a good time.
Yeah, I mean, like, I was gonna
I
say.
think I read every David Sedaris book that was out by then, because I was with my friend. She spoke German, but she was taking classes.
Right.
Like I was just by myself the whole time, like a knucklehead. That was a crazy trip.
I bet.
Yeah.
But there was something I was gonna say about so my big thing in Germany, I would get the pork knuckle everywhere.
Never had pork knuckle.
It's just a giant like hock of ham on a bone.
Oh, okay, yeah. So it'd be like a ham.
Kinda. I don't know what a pork knuckle is. I'm sure like there's some people in the
I
chat.
was picturing a hoof, but now I see
I
what
think
you're
it
saying.
is. I might be a hoof. Let me pour.
Pig's foot.
It's almost midnight and we're googling pork knuckle.
Be
Ham
careful.
hock. Yeah, I know, right?
Like a ham hock?
Crispy
Yeah.
German pork knuckle. Yeah, Schweinschacks. That's what I would get everywhere I go.
Is it like a ham hock?
A hunk of impossibly tender, juicy pork meat on the bone, all wrapped in crispy, crackling skin. Yep, because that was the best part, was the skin.
Is it like a street food, or you get it like in a restaurant?
It's the Bavarian Oktoberfest These mighty hunks, roasted pork hock, fixture it doesn't Munich. Yep, that's right. I've got a great one in Munich. Always served in a puddle of dark malty gravy.
Malty gravy. That sounds
it doesn't
delicious.
Say meat rich. It doesn't say what it is. But yeah, it's definitely part of the leg or foot.
Speaking about Bavaria in Germany.
Yeah, that's where I was.
Gene Shepherd. You know, I was sent you the Gene Shepherd thing the other night. The guy from the Christmas Story.
Yeah.
Radio show. He does one about the Dracula's castle in the Black Forest of Germany or something like that. It's really good.
Dracula's castle, the real one, is in Romania.
Yeah.
And it's in the Carpathian Mountains. So, like, I was, for work, we drove from Germany to Bulgaria. 2 months it took us to drive there. And we were driving through Romania. And I was like, oh, man, I wonder how close we are to Dracula's castle, right? So I pull up my phone and I Google map it. We're literally one left turn away from taking the turn to the castle. And obviously we were in a convoy, so I was like,
"Oh, okay, yeah." So
I couldn't be like, "Hey, can we stop?"
Break off.
Yeah, I couldn't break off, but yeah, I was like 5 minutes away from it.
Supposed to be spooky around there.
Yeah, I had a buddy who did a missions trip to Romania, and he went to the castle. Said it was, but like, it's Romanian mountains is the typical. Like Babushka was out, like there was out there, like with the
broom?
straw. I swear,
yeah,
I'm not even making it up. She was out front, like sweeping away like the sidewalk as we like drove by. Like had the
Dragonona babushka thing.
Yeah, exactly. Like to a T.
It's real. That's where it all comes from.
Oh, absolutely. Like, yeah, Romania was a trip.
That's awesome.
Yeah. So
cool.
Yeah, I won't say anything else because I don't want to get on another tangent.
We'll keep going.
Yeah. So,
well, I will see you Sunday morning.
Yep, Sunday morning. I'll be around.
Tomorrow night after dinner on the Twitch channel.
Yep, tomorrow. Yeah, I know. I'm trying to get the word out. Tomorrow, 9 p.m. on Twitch. Sunday, 9 a.m. on Twitch.
9 a.m. on Twitch.
I'll leave it at that. We have a cool little outro.
Can't forget the outro.
I was looking at all my scenes, so I'm going to send us to the outro. You guys enjoy it. I know last night it was a little loud. It was hitting the red when I didn't realize it, but hey, wake you up a little bit.
What are you going to do?
Yep. So with that being said, Neon Lord, peacing out.
See you later, everybody. Thank you.
All right, thank you for watching. If you're sticking around, thank you. I appreciate it. Talk to you later.